And it's 1, 2, 3. Boom. We're live. Already 15 seconds in, and I just clicked it. My gosh. All right. Hello, everybody. It is Monday night. That means it is Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday here on YouTube. Hello to all of you that are waiting on us. Wow. Did everybody have a good day? Bill, did you have a good day today?
Yeah, I got everything in the inventory room sorted, found some treasures I didn't know I had. So excited.
Right. How about you, Amie? I know you were running there till the end.
I have been busy today, but productive. Getting stuff done. I'm in the process of editing a video and packing for upcoming Springfield and Elkhorn trip. So yeah, it's been a busy day. Busy day.
Well, before we get into it, I want to thank you and Mama Pam. My box came today, and those Butterbit cookies are to die for. So
now, Mrs. Leland's Butterbits in the vintage tins were originally hard candies. Oh, so we suspect. I know somebody on Instagram found a tin like that was filled with the original candy. It was like one big hardened glob in the tin. So who knows what they actually look like. But Mama Pam found a recipe for Butterbits cookies. So, and I have sampled them and they are delicious. So
they're when you first bite into them, they're just a little, and then they melt, and then they just melt. It's just
because there's probably like 4 pounds of butter in them, Jason. That's why.
Sign me up for that.
There's nothing wrong with butter.
Nope. It helps it through the arteries. That's what it does. It helps push it through.
Yeah, just slide on in. Yeah.
Sure, right, Jason, right? Oh, gosh. Well, hello, everybody. Let's say hello to some of our friends that are here waiting for us. The first one I see is Oh To Be Me Too. How are you? Welcome. She also said hello to you, Bill, so I want to make sure I highlight that. So how are you? We got Matthew here with us. Matthew's Vintiques. How are you? It's so great to see you. Welcome, everybody. There's our friend Mick. How are you, Tumbleweed? Followed by Mick's mom. Hello. How are you? It's Monday night, and there's Karen Gillette, so you know what that means. She's our official mod tonight in Bid Ender. Again, Karen, we can't thank you enough. That's probably one of the most important jobs. It helps keep the chat moving. It helps drop information, and it also helps folks learn the lag. So, Karen, we cannot thank you enough. So, thank you so much. We're spanning the globe. We have Heidi all the way from Belgium.
Hello, Heidi.
How are you, Heidi? We have Mr. Gillette. How are you, Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings gang? If you're not following him, please give him a follow. I'm going to sound like a broken record, pardon the pun, because if you guys love vintage vinyl and music, plus I think it's a soundtrack to the vintage, you're going to want to give him a follow because he puts out some great content. Plus, if you look off into the corner, you'll see little tidbits here and there. 9 times out of 10, they're items that they purchased from folks here on YouTube. So not only do you get to hear great music, but you get a taste of what you could purchase from some of us YouTube sellers. So how are you, Christine? Welcome. There's our girl, Holly. How are you, Holly? And Holly, always thank you for all the times you drop links in and assist with the chat too. Couldn't do it without you, Miss Parker. Thank you so much. We got Linda. We got another Linda. We got Linda Tilford. How are you, Lindas? It's great to see you guys tonight. Welcome. Happy Monday. Hopefully everybody had a great Mother's Day. Had, something to eat. Maybe got some flowers. Maybe relaxed. Maybe you didn't. But happy Mother's Day nonetheless. Let's see who else is here with us. Mama Pam, again. Pam, thank you so much for the gracious gift. It's very much appreciated. So thank you so much. And I promise I will save some for Tina for when she gets home. So I'll save maybe 1 or 2. Hello, Trina. How are you, Trina? Great to see you. Patty Rose. How are you, Patty? It's always good to see you, Patty. I was in your state yesterday, but I was a little further south than where you reside. So there is another Patty. How are you? It's great to see you. There's my buddy Garden Guy Bill. How are you, Bill? See you.
Bill, you're in 2 places at once.
Oh my gosh, Bill, how are you? Let's see who else. My mother's here. Again, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Hello. We have Elaine with us. How are you? How are you? Let's see who else is here. We have Sunshine in the house. Hello, Sunshine. Hello. Great to see you. Guys, we're getting down near the bottom, so if you want to throw out a hello, please do. We'd love to acknowledge you. Tears is with us. How are you? It's always great to see you. It makes me feel good knowing you're lurking. It makes me feel good to know that. Spark Joy in Life. How are you? It's great to see you. Mars Anderson. How are you? Guys, it's always great to see all of you. Also from the Garden State, we got Steel Whisper with us. How are you? And then Vernon, how are you? Now, am I pronouncing that right, Bill? I think you said it right.
Guten Abend.
It's a W. We're not.
Okay.
We're not.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. My apologies. I try my best. We got the lovely Leslie Newquest. How are you? Let's see who else is here with us. Oh, we got Simply Shenanigans. How are you, Simply Shenanigans? Sarah's here with us. Renovative Home. That's great to see you guys. Always Northwest Sunshine, Deanna. It's always great to see you. I'm so happy to see you back in the chat. I think we all are very happy to see you back in the chat. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. We're getting down there near the end. We have Daisy Girl. How are you? How are you, Pat Robinson? It's always great to see you. We have Miss Glowy Girl. How are you, Glowy Girl? I got just a few more that I see. We got Carrie in here with us tonight. Let's see who else we have with us. We have Jamie. Hello, Jamie. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Monday night. It's Mother Tucker's Monday. We got Brad here with us, and my chat is jumping because now I see Robin. I see Clean Look Cleaning Services. Always great to see you. And the last one I see is W Designs with Diana. How are you?
Diane.
It's so great to see all of you. Welcome, guys. With almost 100 of you here, please make sure you're following everybody up here on the screen. Make sure you're following Enamor Amie, Garden Guy Bill. All their links to their YouTube channels and their Instagram are in the description of the video. Hopefully, throughout the evening, somebody will drop some of those links. Please make sure you're giving me a follow. As always, we do have subscriber set. All that we're doing is we're trying to keep out the bots. So as I say every week, please subscribe. It's only going to take a little moment, a minute, and then at the end of the sale, you can unsubscribe. And I see that Kelly popped in. So hello, Kelly. We didn't want to miss you. And with all that said, Bill and Amie argued. They actually thumb wrestled, and Amie won. So she gets to explain to us how this is going to work.
We virtually thumb wrestled. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So welcome, you guys. So glad to see so many familiar faces in the chat tonight and some new faces too. So thank you guys so much for being here. Most importantly, make sure that you check those chat settings and that you're in live chat, all messages, not top chat. And I just noticed recently over the weekend that the where you find the live chat box has moved. And YouTube graciously added a little pop-up message that said the chat moved. So hopefully you guys will notice that if you have updated your phone app. I noticed it right away. I'm not sure why they still have the old icon there and just didn't get rid of that. But anyway, check and make sure you're in live chat, all messages. If you plan on bidding tonight, do make sure and watch us on a phone or a tablet. Those are going to be the fastest option for you. The computer is always going to be slower than any kind of mobile device for bidding because of the lag. And I can say watching sales on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the lag on YouTube has been tremendous. So with that being said, if you do bid on anything and want to utilize just in cases, and we'll go over that shortly, for the sale tonight, you guys make sure and put in those bids as soon as possible. Even before the countdown starts, put in your final bids. If you're doing a just in case, put it in as soon as the countdown starts. I think probably we'll do 20-second countdowns tonight because the lag has just been so terrible. So we're going to try and make it as fair as possible, of course, but we encourage you guys to refresh periodically throughout the sale. And that means exit out of the broadcast completely. So you can't see us, you can't hear us, you can't see the chat. Exit out and come back in, and then refresh and check that you're in live chat, all messages again, every time that you exit out to refresh. So we do have 12 rounds of vintage to bring you tonight, plus 3 lightning rounds at the end. Pew, pew. 3 lightning rounds. So that's going to be fun. So yes, we have a lot of fun vintage to bring you tonight. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming tonight from all 3 of us, if I do say so myself. So welcome, you guys. We will be doing all offer up items to start tonight. So that means we will show you the item. We'll give you a starting price. Jason will pin the starting price up here on the screen. And if you're interested in the item, all you have to do is type in your bids down in the chat in whole dollar amounts. Jason will also highlight bids as they come in up here on the screen. If for some reason we don't call out a bid or Jason doesn't highlight it, there is a chance that those bids might be filtered. So try and put those in again. Emojis always help push things through as well. We will do the little auction. We'll do a countdown, and the highest bid that we see before the official bid end of the lovely Karen Gillette will be the winner. We have our emails up here on the screen currently. Take a screenshot if you need to reference those. Jason has also put all of our information, our emails, where we're shipping from, our YouTube links, and our Instagram links down in the description of the video if you need to come back and reference those. And if you are bidding on something tonight, we also utilize something called Just in Case here on Mother Tucker's channel. So what that means is if you are a current bidder on the item, so you've already put in a bid on the item that we are holding up and showing, during the countdown, you can put in a just in case bid. So what that is the maximum amount that you're willing to pay for the item with the letters JIC next to it. And that is the just in case bid. And if you're the highest just in case bid before the bid end, we will bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind that if there's multiple just in cases thrown out there during the countdown, those do turn into regular bids. And if you win an item tonight, even if you have purchased from us before, very important that you send us an email with the following information. We need your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. And if you don't have PayPal, that is okay. Send us an email with that same information. Let us know you don't have PayPal and that you'd like to check out as a guest. We can send you a direct link to your invoice and you can check out as a guest. You don't have to have a PayPal account. Super easy peasy. And I will let the boys talk about where they are shipping from and when they're going to be doing their packing, and I will go last.
Go ahead, Bill.
Okay, so I ship from Northern New Jersey. I use PayPal and Pirate Ship to get you the best rates. I plan on packing and shipping and invoicing by Friday of this week. And I also offer local pickup at the shop. If you're in the area, just direct message me or email me, and we can arrange that for free. And I ship to the US and Canada only.
I ship from Pennsylvania. I also use PayPal and Pirate Ship, just like Bill and Amie do. I will actually be doing my invoicing a little sooner this week because we are not having fantastic finds this Wednesday. I will be doing my packing and invoicing on Tuesday and Wednesday. That way it frees me up because I'm taking the sale off to do things at the shop. So it'll get it done and over with. So I'll have it ready to ship out. I also offer free pickup. I do own a brick and mortar. So if you guys are in the central Pennsylvania area and you guys want to pick it up, all you have to do is let me know via the email. Also, if you want to come shop, I own a 4,400 square foot co-op. It is about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. So that'll give you guys a rough idea of where I'm located. I think that's it for me.
Did you see what your mom just said?
No. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Good job, Jason. I am shipping from Michigan. I will be doing all my packing and invoicing tomorrow as soon as I can get them done. And typically, you guys, my shop policy is payment within 24 hours of receipt of invoice. This week is a little different, and I hate to be that person, but I really would love things paid as soon as you receive your invoice. I need to ship everything out Wednesday by 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is when I'm going to the post office, and then I am leaving for Springfield, Ohio. And then after that, I'm going to Elkhorn, Wisconsin, and I won't be back until the following Wednesday. So I want to get everything shipped out as soon as possible. So that I'm sorry to be that person, but I really would appreciate payment as soon as possible. And I'm going to get them out as fast as I can get boxes packed tomorrow. And I certainly appreciate your patience and kindness in that arena. Thank you guys so much.
All right, guys. I think that's pretty much the lowdown. I think we missed a few people. Let's say hello to them real quick, and then we'll get going. We missed Tammy Thomas. How are you? We missed Desert Gal. We want to say hello to you. And I think you were the only two that popped in there near the end. So Up there's Sanja. Hello, Sonia. How are you? That's great to see you. All right, guys. Go ahead, Bill.
Say, it's easy for us to say hi to the people who are in the chat, but we really welcome anyone who's kind of in the background, just viewing us, just hear kind of this background noise. Please let us welcome you today, or maybe think about it for the future, but we'd love to hear from you. The chat is a really friendly place. There's helpful people in the chat. And one of the things we love about Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday is we all learn from one another. So while we may describe some items to you, if you know some things about the things that we're showing, we would love for you to put that in the chat as well. The chat really is a great opportunity to build community. So that's what we like to do here on Monday nights.
If I could just take one or two more minutes before we get into it. Fantastic Finds is the Wednesday sale that myself and Amie host. We are trying to go completely interactive. We bring you our fantastic finds and offer them up for sale. We want to know what you guys are finding. We want to see your collections. We want to see anything that you think is fantastic. So very quickly, here's an email that myself and Amie have created. It is sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. All we're asking is for you guys to please email us a photo of your fantastic find that you may have found. Maybe something you purchased here from a YouTube seller. Maybe it's something you purchased on eBay. You got it in an antique store. You got it at a flea market. Or you even want to share something that is fantastic that is in your collection. Just email that. And starting in June, for our first fantastic finds, myself and Amie, after we're done with our sale, we will be showing those to you. So it will be your chance to actually be on YouTube like us. So send us those pictures with a brief description. We want to share them. And if we get a big enough response, we might even dedicate a whole show to it over on Amie's channel. So that would be fun. And then you guys could show your collections, your fantastic finds. We could all talk about it. We could bring information. We could learn things, all sorts of things. So I'll show that again at the end. But especially in the replay, if you guys catch just the beginning of it, that's the email. So we're asking some folks to just send us a photo. Yes, sir, Bill.
And while we see these comments coming in where you're telling us all the items that you received from us, we really do appreciate that. And we apologize that we don't always acknowledge all of them because the chat moves along so quickly. But we love hearing from you when you get your items and what you're doing with them and that they arrive safely. So keep putting that in there, even if we're not actually acknowledging it. We really do appreciate it.
And like to elaborate on what Bill's saying, I go back and read the chat after the sale. So sometimes if I don't see it now live, I do see it later. And for example, if you guys do get something from us and you put it somewhere and you want to show how you've displayed it, that's why we're starting to Share My Finds live. So you guys can send that to us and then we can share it with everybody. So we can all learn, we can all get different ideas. So thank you guys for letting me cover that again real quick. We'll go over it again at the end. So we got some things to offer up. Amie, are you ready to go first? We'll go Amie, Bill, then myself. So let's get it all moved around here. And how much is your first thing starting?
My first item tonight is going to start at $18. And I have a very eclectic mix of things tonight. I have glass, I have mid-century, I have kitsch, I have jewelry, I have bakelite, all sorts of stuff tonight, but we're going to start with these. And I found these over the weekend, and they are darling cute Russian nesting doll, little salt and pepper shakers. And in the middle here, actually, she is a little sugar bowl, and she has a tiny little spoon in there. Look at that. She's got a little scoop to put, well, I guess maybe you could put jam in here, either one. You know, you can spread a little jam on your crackers, but the middle one has a little plastic liner you can see in there, and they are all hand painted. I love the little daisy details, the little flower details on there, and the red polka dot kerchiefs. So cute. And so they are on this little stand holder, which I think is pretty cute, but they come off. So I'm going to show you what they look like. So they do come off. So they have the little holes in the bottom. These are one of the shakers, and the shakers have lots of holes on the top, lots of options there. So, I mean, you could definitely put like powdered sugar or something like that in these besides salt and pepper. So there are 3 little pegs that hold each of the pieces in place. I think it's darling cute. So you could definitely use this if you wanted to or it definitely makes a really cute display piece with your Russian nesting dolls. They are in really good shape. I'm not 100% sure on the age of these, although the estate sale that I picked these up from, most of the stuff at the estate sale was from the 60s and 70s. It is not marked made in Russia or made in USSR or anything like that, but they are in really good condition, really nice lacquered finish on all of them. Very cute for display.
You know, Amy, now that you showed us the top of them, I'm reminded a couple of years ago when I was visiting my sister who lives in Europe, there was something like this. So actually what was in the ones on our table were nutmeg, cinnamon, and honey in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were like for the breakfast foods.
Yeah.
So lots of different things I think you could do with it, but the number of holes actually reminded me.
Yeah, I thought that the hole count was a little unusual for salt and pepper, unless you really like your seasonings a lot. But the one in the middle with the tiny, it's kind of more like a spatula, I guess, rather than a spoon. So you really couldn't get very much sugar on that, but good for honey and syrup or jam or jelly would be probably my guess on that one. So measurement for this is 7 inches by 5 inches tall. And Tammy, I see are 18. We're looking for 19 or more. Again, I don't know, but based on past experience over the weekend, I know the lag is going to be crazy weird tonight. So don't wait to put in your bids throughout the sale tonight. And if you're bidding, don't wait to put in those just in cases. I saw a lot of people last night on Michael's dollhouse sale and some other sales over the weekend. People were coming in after the bid end because the lag was so terrible. All right. So we're looking for 19 or more. I'm going to count these down. We're going to do 20-second countdowns just to see how bad it is tonight. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I mean, they would go well with your salty and peppy collection too, if that's what you have. The reds and the woods, they would look great.
I like those salty and peppy, the little wood ones.
The lag is real tonight.
Kim, I actually do have a hand-painted matryoshka design that I used to put on vintage aprons and tote bags. I haven't painted it in quite a while, though. All right, there's a bid in from Karen. So Tammy, these are coming to you for 18. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All righty, Bill. How much, sir?
$8, Jason. And, you know, I always bring pottery, glass, and ceramics. And I have a lot of Enesco tonight. I didn't plan it. It just happened. And the first little piece I have is this little dude, this frog, who is just kind of having a nice, lazy summer day on this lake. And it is a mug, a Japan mug. The Enesco stamp is there. Let's just see if it's going to focus. There it is. But really, really adorable, in great shape, no chips or cracks, and a good size. It is 4 inches tall, nice and clean on the inside, but just a really fun thing, especially if you have kids who come over to your house and you just want to have a little fun piece of vintage for them.
Oh, man, he might look good in a mermaid bathroom. He might look good in a mermaid bathroom, Bill.
I don't know, Jason. I think we need to move away from this mermaid bathroom thing.
What about a frog bathroom, Jason?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
A lily pond bathroom. Just really, really cute, though.
He would make a great gift for somebody, too, like for Father's Day, like, you know, a Father's Day that likes to go boating or things like that. I think they'd make a great Father's Day gift.
Yeah, I was even thinking like toothbrush holder in a kid's bathroom, or just so many things you could do with it. Something you don't mind taking outside, have your coffee in the morning.
You can't get much more kitschier than a frog in a raft floating on the lake or the ocean or a creek.
Oh, Karen, I like the way you think, a garden bathroom. Maybe we need to start talking about garden bathrooms, Jason.
Okay, all right. Hey. All right. All right, we'll bring it back. My first item, we're going to start it at $20. Let me cue myself up there. It is going to be on this Viking silver overlay, and I will get it up close and get that glare off. But it is the 3-footed vase or rose bowl. It does have the original flower frog in it with the candle holder. So I knew showing this tonight, I had to get it up close to show you guys the silver overlay so that I could get the glare off of it. So just $20 start. Let's put the black behind it so you guys can see it's in really, really good condition. All of the silver is really tarnish free. It's in super good condition. There you guys can see the details on it. There's no chips. There's no cracks. Again, like I said, the silver's in really good condition. This is made by Viking Glass. They made a whole bunch of these in almost every single color. And, you don't often see the silver overlay all that often. So there is your 3-footed bowl, which you could use that as a candy bowl if you wanted to. You could use it as, just a little vase by itself. Not too happy with the way that glare is. Let's get my ring light off so you guys can get a better look at that. There we go. Now you guys can see some of those silver flowers a little bit better. It's in really great condition. They seem to have done the silver overlay, which was remnant of New Martinsville, which was their predecessor, was their oldest company. Then they brought this back in the 70s and the 80s, the silver overlay. So there's your bowl. And it has its original flower frog with the candle holder, which I gather that's a harder one to find. So to even find these with a flower frog is very, very difficult. But overall good condition, no chips, no cracks. Let's turn my light back on. This measures about 4 inches tall. So it is about 4 inches tall by about 4.5 inches wide. And if you guys love Viking glass, if you guys love elegant glass, this will definitely fit that. No, it does not glow, Natasha. There's no glow to this. This is just a silver overlay, which it's actually real silver that they overlay on it. So it is a transfer that they put on the clear glass. And again, I'm sorry for that glare. That happens when you're trying to show the silver. So let me get up real close so you guys can get a good look at those flowers. Hello, Sandy. How are you?
Sandy.
Let me see here.
Jason, you are the king of finding the silver overlay Viking. I never see this.
It's one of those things, Amy, around here. The folks that are Amish and Mennonite collected it along with Moon and Star. They loved their silver overlay. And it didn't matter if it was Viking, if it was L.E. Smith. Is that reading for you guys okay?
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
Okay, because I'm getting a gnarly glare back on my end. So, and actually Tina is with Sandy right now at dinner, my flipping van life. So no, you're fine, Sandy. Keep her out all night. Make sure she's having a good time. So Natasha is in at 22. Steele is in at 23. And again, there's no sickness to this. There's no haze. Even alone for that flower frog is well worth it in case you wanted to use that in one of your other ones because they're universal. So if you had, a different color one, it would fit in there. So let's start a countdown. We're at 25. We're looking for 26 or more. And this is the 3-footed Viking vase with the flower frog and candle holder. We're going to count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're just looking for 26 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette. And remember, gang, we do the just in case and offer it to folks that are active bidders. Very good condition.
So much.
Bill, do you have any of these?
I do. Not this. I don't have this flower though.
Gotcha. Oh, and that's right, Bill. They did make other other flowers. You can get it with
there are 4.
Yeah. Yep, in the silver overlay. All right, so there's our bid end. We had Sunshine with a just in case of 40, still had a just in case of 30. So Sunshine, congratulations. It's coming to you for $31. Let me sit it down there, and we're going to get Amy up here. All right, Amy, how much?
I am going to start my next round. It's going to be a choice round starting at 16. Okay. And I have 2 lucite flower napkin holders. So the first one here is orange. So it is orange with the green leaves. They made these in a whole bunch of different colors. I don't know how many different colors, but I've seen a lot of them. The same company that did these flowers, I believe, did the owls as well. This one does have, the pink one has the foil sticker on the inside, but it is completely, I can't read it. So I have no clue what it says, but I can't read it. But the first one is the orange. And you can use these as letter holders too. I love these. Great to put into a display if you like to decorate with flowers for the spring and the summer. And because they are lucite, they do glow that weird sickly green color that most lucite does, especially the pink one. It's really not showing, but this one really is a funky color under the black light. But the pink one is really unusual. There we go. There you can see it's true to color. So it's kind of like a magenta pink with orange leaves. I really like that one. Very different. I think they're fun together too. You can kind of scatter them around if you don't want to actually use it as a napkin holder, but great if you like to have the retro kind of patio furniture and barbecue stuff out. These definitely make a statement. I did want to note that every time I've ever found these, some of the edges, like when they came out of the mold and stuff, are a little rough to the touch. I don't want to call them like chips or anything, but there's like a little extra bit there that's a little sharp, and some of the edges just have kind of these little notches in them. They're a little sharp. So I just wanted to note that, but I don't see any like cracks or major damage or anything to them. Measurement for these are 5 1/4 by 3 1/2 by 6 inches wide. So that is the size there. Very fun. Love these. I don't come across these as much as I used to anymore. I definitely don't come across the owls hardly ever anymore either. All right. I see Anne is at 17. So we are looking for 18 or more on choice, you guys. Oh, yes. I will show the bottoms. There we go. You can see that the pink one has the foil sticker. It's actually on the inside, not on the bottom where you typically would find it. And this one doesn't have, but they do have the little raised little feetsies there on the bottom to help protect your surfaces. All right. Christine's at 18. We're looking for 19 or more. The winner can choose one or the other, or certainly can take both if they would like as well. I'm going to start that countdown, put in those final bids or just in cases. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Amie, I love that pink one. I've never seen one.
I know.
Like
I love the pink one.
I haven't seen that one
It
either.
is really not reading on camera until I put that paper behind it. But I it's like hot pink. I like it.
Very translucent too.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Right.
There it is.
There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you again, Karen. So Anne had a just in case of 25, but Christine had a just in case of 35. So Christine is going to get first choice at 26. Christine, let me know if you want the pink one or the orange one. You can certainly take both if you would like. Second choice would go to Anne. And behind that, I believe, is Kim Tucker at 19. If you guys
wants both.
She wants both. All right.
Yep.
You got it, Christine. Good choice. Thank you so much.
And there's the bid end. And hello, Miss Susan Jackson. How are you? Welcome tonight. And Bill, how much is your next item starting at, sir?
Yeah, so a bunch of people in the chat are suffering from lag. So it may be the situation where every 15 or 20 minutes you want to go out of YouTube, completely refresh and come back in. Because when you start hearing us still doing the countdown when you've already seen the bid end, that's a good indication it's time to refresh. $14, Jason. And I'll assume that you also kept the contract tonight.
He was a little behind there, Bill, so he's got some catching up to do.
Yeah, I know, and I wanted to make sure I left him even more behind tonight. So I've got this lovely, I think, very mid-century stylized deer. I do not know the manufacturer of this. I tried to find it several times. Amie may have an idea, but I don't know. I have a feeling this is one of those mid-century pottery companies that
California would be my guess.
I'm guessing it's USA Pottery, some USA company. So it is 7 inches tall, and I think it's gorgeous. I also think it would be great to put into a holiday display. And I've said this a couple weeks ago, but I love these deer who are looking back over their tail. I just think that's such a beautiful, graceful kind of arc. Very mid-century, very cool, and a lot of gold detail on it. Now the gold detail is a little rubbed off here on the bottom in certain areas, as you can see, and that's what the bottom looks like. No maker's mark, no sticker, and the back is pretty much all white except for the tail, but the ear does have a little coloring in it. So if anyone is interested in getting this, it's going to come along with this little fox friend.
Oh my
I
God.
found these at different times in different places. I don't know if they're the same company, but they look so amazing together. Let me show you on a board what they look like, these forest friends.
Fox items are so difficult to find.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and look at the painting on the head. It's so cool.
He's cute, Bill.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Man.
And I think they do look really, really good together.
They do.
So just let me give you a close-up on this fox because it's just got a really, again, stylized and detailed kind of sculpt to the face and the ears. No chips or cracks or any condition issues that I see on either one of them. There's a little displaced gold paint right under the ear of the deer. There's a little dot. You can hardly even see it, but it is there. I want to disclose it. But I think, I found them months apart, but I felt like they needed to go together and stay together. So this is not for choice. This is for both. So you're bidding for both.
It's still mid-century, even with the sculpt of the face of that fox and the deer. If you guys do mid-century, or even if you do farmhouse, or if you just love collecting figurines, they look good in so many different decors.
Or you set them down in your
black glass. With black glass, like black thumbprint Fenton would look really nice.
Yeah, I think they would look great under ceramic Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of different things you could do with them. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So now is the time to get a bid in if you're interested, or just in case if you're an active bidder. And again, you're getting both of these. The deer is 7 inches tall. The fox is 4.5 inches. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thanks for dropping our links, Holly. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Holly.
I don't know, Bill. I'm happy you brought these together because if I had to choose, I don't know which one I would choose.
I've been feeling a lot more like that lately, keeping them together. So there is the bid end. So let's see. Patty Rose had a bid of 15, and Tirza came in with a just in case of 22. So Tirza, my dear, these are yours for 16. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right, guys. I think we're all bringing stuff that's a little out of our wheelhouse, maybe. This would be in our wheelhouse because, of course, we do have a mermaid bathroom and we collect nautical things and fish things. So I have at $14. I have this lucite paperweight lucite figurine with these 3 seahorses. And now there are some light scuffs on the front. Let's see if I can show you. They're very subtle, but I want you to know they're there. There we go. You can see it right there. So there is that scuff on the front, and I think there's another little scuff on it as well. I don't know if there's a way to polish those out, but I have to be quite honest with you. You really don't see it when it's on display. So when I hold it back here, you don't see it. I actually have to make the light hit it just right for you guys to catch it. But I want you to know that they're there. So these are real seahorses. I guess they call that the taxidermied seahorses. This is from the 1970s. I don't think it's hobbyist made. I actually think this is a manufactured piece. So if you guys love your lucite, and if you love like the lucite with taxidermy in it, or spiders, or all sorts of other things, this would be great for you. It measures about 4.5 inches tall by about 5.5 inches wide. Very good condition outside of those scuffs. There's no chips on it at all. And I want to put my black behind it here. So there we go. Now you guys can see it a little bit better. The great detail on those seahorses. Very boho. I know a lot of, boho, uses this in the decor. I thought with summer coming on, this would look great in your summer decor. If you guys do nautical things, even if you need to, give a gift to somebody, or if you do love lucite. As Amie was saying, it does have that lovely lucite kind of glow. This one, not so hazy like Amie's was, but it does have a glow. So it's a beautiful paperweight that's lucite. So there you can see how thick it is. There it is from the other side. The one side seems to have the worst scuffs on it than the other side. So Elaine, you were the first one at 14, so we're looking for 15 or more. There might be a way to polish those off, but I just want you now that's really showing there. So now you guys can really see. But outside of that, it's in really, really good condition. So Robin is our first 15. We have Lisa in at 18. Again, it measures 4.5 inches tall by 5.5 across. There are no chips or cracks, just those scuffs. And I honestly probably think that was due to probably poor storage from the previous owner. But other than that, we're good to go. So we're going to do a countdown on this. We're doing just in case for active bidders. We're looking for 19 or more. Robin's in at 19. So let's count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We have Lisa at 20 right now, so we're looking for 21 or more. And I'm pretty sure this is from the 1970s. That's when this was pretty much in fashion and pretty popular. Would look great, with light coming through it. I don't know that I'd put it in direct light, but if you could get it near a light source, even one of those light bases, I think it would look really neat. We got Robin with a just in case at 26. We're just waiting on that bid end. And again, Karen Gillette, thank you so much. So Lisa was our last at 20, but then Robin had a just in case of 26. So Robin gets it for 21. And Lisa, your 27 did come in after the bid end. We just want to make sure we let you guys know we see that. So Robin, it comes to you for $21. Thank you guys so much.
And quick reminder, you guys, make sure to check those chat settings that you're in live chat. All messages, not top chat. Just to make sure, because sometimes if you are in top chat and you're trying to bid, not all the bids will show up, and sometimes you'll come in after the bid end. All right. So my next item is going to start at 30, and I haven't had a fairy lamp in quite a long time. So I was happy to be able to find this. I picked this up in a estate sale over the weekend, and it is Viking, so it is a glimmer. They called their fairy lamps glimmers, which I like. It just sounds a little bit more fancy, but it is in the diamond point, and it is the red, and it will fluoresce. So yes, it does. It does have cadmium. Ooh. It is showing pretty good in there. I really like. Sometimes like the Ellie Smith doesn't show up as much, but the Viking really, really glows really nice with the cadmium. I like that a lot. So there's no chips, there's no cracks, there's nothing that I could find damage wise with this piece. It's in lovely shape. There you can see perfect for spring and summer. I have a neighbor of mine that has a collection of these, and they put them all throughout their gardens. And at nighttime, they have little remote tea lights that you can turn them on and off or make them flicker, do whatever with a little remote. And they look fantastic at nighttime if you like to sit out on the patio and enjoy on your picnic table. Really, really nice.
This is ruby glass. It's not glass.
It's not flash glass. Right. No, it's not flash glass.
It's ruby glass.
Not like the Indiana. Some of their fairy lamps are flashed and they can just come right off. No, this is solid prettiness, I will say. And yes, she's definitely a glower and a shower that really, really shows up really nice in there if you do the black light display. So it does measure 7 inches when it's all together. All right. I see right now Steel is in at 42, and W Designs by Diane is in at 45. So we're looking for 46 or more. I'm going to count it down. We still have so much vintage to get through tonight. So don't forget those just in cases if you're actively bidding, or throw in those final bids as soon as the countdown starts so you guys don't come in after the bid end. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hey, Angela.
And this is the best red, I think, for the holidays coming up, especially for 4th of July decors and things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, ooh, all those just in cases just came in one big chunk. All right. I see Diane has a just in case of 50. Miss Wildlife has a just in case of 55. Glowy Girl has a just in case of 62. Christine has a just in case of 80. Steele, your just in case did come in after the bid end, unfortunately. So Christine is going to take it for 63. Congratulations, Christine. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody else, for your bids. And thank you guys again for joining us tonight, spending your evening with us on a Monday to kick off the week. We certainly just appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Hello, Blythe. We saw you sneak in there. How are you?
Brian.
All righty, Bill.
$15, Jason, and I have some beautiful glass too. This is some beautiful blue iridescent Fenton glass, this gorgeous swan with this delicate neck. There is a Fenton mark on the bottom, but when you look at this iridescence, you see not only shades of blue, but and there's some purple in there, just so pretty. And it's some sort of vessel. So it's some sort of dish you could do lots of different things with, I imagine, on a vanity or in another room in your home. But it is just so gorgeous. No chips or cracks in it. It's just nice, smooth. The seam goes down the middle this way. So that's where you're going to see the only sort of separation in the mold. Beautiful piece. Okay. So it is 4 inches tall. Just give you a sense next to it. But for me, the sculpt is amazing, but it's actually the coloring on this. Mm-hmm. They were able to achieve this iridescence in blue, which is, it's just so amazing. And then when you look really closely, look at this feather work on here. And then down here, the three different sorts of feathers you see. Here, and then on the wings, and this beautiful sculpt on the neck. It's just so pretty.
Hi, Jamie. You're right. Deanna is saying she's right. This would look great with like a tea light in it. Pop a little tea light in that.
Yeah. And I did see this come in one other color, and it's this beautiful caramel color. It's not marigold, like carnival marigold. It's a caramel, almost brownish color, and it is equally beautiful. So I imagine, start a little collection of these if you were interested. But just a pretty little piece of Fenton for those of you who love this glass, especially the iridescent. I mean, it looks peacockish down here in terms of the coloring.
And you're unsure of the manufacturer, right, Bill?
No, it's Fenton.
It's Fenton, okay.
Yep. Mark's right there on the bottom.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there it is.
Gotcha.
All of the sculpted details in that just picks up all those pretty colors. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was a really smart mold that they made. Really pretty. All right, so thank you all for your bids. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So if you are an active bidder, you can use it just in case if you're interested. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So pretty.
It almost has like a stretched glass kind of look.
Yeah, I was going to say
that. You know what I mean? Like the.
It's like the feather detail makes it look like that, right? It's almost interesting. Yeah. I almost brought a stretch piece tonight. I need just to show. All right, so Karen, thank you for the bid end. Linda had a bid of 22. Fish Mom came in with a just in case of 36, but Sunshine came in with a just in case of 50. So Sunshine, thank you so much. It's yours for $37. It's a really beautiful piece. Congratulations.
All right, guys, with 160 of you here, please make sure you're following my friends. Make sure you're following Enamor Amie, her link, and along with Garden Guy Bill's link. They are in the description of the video, so please give them both a follow here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Also, please give me a follow over on Instagram. My link is down there as well. All right, guys, $12 choice. It's going to be on brass pieces. I can't put them on my board because this jack is very heavy. So this is going to be your first choice. And I have to tell you, I have a gut feeling this is almost made out of like a solid brass. What's also unique about this is each one of these twists out. So you can see there is actually, like a screw in there. It actually has, drawing a blank on what I want to say. It's threaded. So it's actually threaded. So you can move the jack around however you want. But here's your first choice. And this makes a great figurine on your desk. It's very mod, very mid-century. It's just this really neat it's kind of heavy and just a great jack that's made out of brass. The measurements on this it's about 4 by 4. So it's about 4 inches by 4. So if you guys decorate in mid-century, if you guys like eclectic things or just, unique things, I've never personally had one of these brass jacks nor saw one. I usually see them that they're like casted, like in, different metals, but that's your first choice at just $12, 4 by 4. And all of the middle part here does not, but that one, this one, half of it does twist apart. So I'm not sure what the point of that is. So your other choice for the brass piece is this owl, which I think is really unique, really mod, really mid-century. And he or they measure just about 2.5 inches tall by about 2 inches wide. So the patina on this is great. I did not clean these. I'll let the new owner clean them if you want them a little shinier. But I think he's just a cute little owl. There's no markings on the bottom. There's not even like remnants of a sticker. So I can't tell you if it came from. Hello, Miss Pam. How are you? I'm not sure if it is made from, Indonesia, some of them, or India or things like that. So this is your second choice on the brass figurines. This cute, really mod owl. Look at those details. Terry, I see you at 12. So we're looking for 13 or more. I want the light to show you. It kind of disappears here, and then it shows some more details there. There's the face again. Again, it's got great patina to show those details, and I think it's really shiny at some of the really, really good spots. So this is a tiny little owl. It just measures just about 2.5 inches tall. That was your second choice if my camera wants to focus. And your first choice is super heavy. Like it is solid. It's solid metal, painted brass or solid brass. And it's this jack, which I think is really unique. I know in a lot of 1950s decor, they would use some of these. They were usually painted black and they were usually casted, like cast iron or something. But this one is a jack. I'm thinking both of these are probably 70s or 80s. So
they also used this as doorstops.
Did they? But that's right. They did,
yeah.
Didn't they? They did. Well, this one you definitely could use as a doorstop. It's heavy enough. Now, I mean, if a gust of wind came through that, I couldn't guarantee, but it could definitely hold a door open. So Tammy's in at 13. We're looking for 14 or more. It's choice on the brass owl or the brass jack. Even if you're a gamer, if somebody's, into collecting board games and things or vintage games, that would be neat. So let's count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So we'll go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right, Susan. That would make a great bookend. It is definitely heavy enough to hold books up. Just a super unique, something different. I think that's what we're all kind of trying to strive for. Just grab those things that are just a little different that you don't see all the time. So Terry's in with a just in case at 20. There was a bid of 15. There's our bid end. So Terry, you get first choice at 16. Let me know it's your 16 if you want the jack or the owl. And you can definitely have both if you're interested in both. I thought maybe they do kind of go well together. And then Tammy, you will have backup on whatever's left. So Terry, if you can just let me know at 16. And I think you guys are the only two bidders. Terry, just let me know if you're interested in the jack. Okay, they're both yours. Congratulations. All right, Miss Amy.
Okay. My next item is going to start at $18. I have a really, really cool children's book up for you. Next, I did find this over the weekend as well. I have seen this book one other time, and it was basically falling apart and mangled. So this is my flower garden book, and there's no publishing date on this book. However, based on the illustrations, And what originally would have come in here, I do believe it dates to the 1940s, the very early 1940s, maybe even late 1930s. So let's look at it. So you open it up and there's nothing there. So actually this is a tent book. Okay, so you fold open the front page. So you can see it has this little easel. So you fold this down and it sits up flat and it has this little scene here. And we see Bobby and Betty, and they talk about their gardens and some of the flowers that they would like to grow. So as you flip the page up, it creates another part of the scene. And there's several different flowers. And originally, you can see right down here, that little tear right here. Originally, this would have come with actual seed packets attached inside the book. I do have a photo here that I can show you. You can see what the seed packets from Vaughn's Seeds would have originally looked like. And that is why I believe there's no publishing date on this book, because I think it was an advertising piece put out by Vaughn Seeds. So originally would have come with several seed packets in here for the different flowers. I love the zinnias page. I absolutely love that one. So you keep folding up the scenes and make more little flower gardens as you go, as they pop up in here. There's the asters. There's the petunias.
So good.
And then the last one is the little front garden step. I just love that. It's amazing for display. And this last page here, and you can see how they tell you how to do the tent card. And then this last page is typically missing from this book, and it has 8 little punch outs that you could take and put throughout the garden, throughout the book as you went through the story. And they're all still here intact, never been punched out or used. I love the little rabbits and the squirrel and the puppy, little kitties drinking from their water bowl up there at the top. And then here is the back page. It's just the little path. So again, I believe it's from either the very late 1930s or into the early 1940s. Fantastic for display if you like to decorate with flowers or you collect vintage books. This one doesn't come around super often. The last one I saw, all these pages were just bent up and mangled and basically falling out. Another cool detail about this book is the binding with the hoops here on the binding. They are metal. They're green metal, which is very reminiscent of gardening tools. Don't you think, Bill?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So measurement on this is 9.5 by 8. That is the size there. And it is just plain green on the back. And both the front cover and the back cover are kind of a hard cardboard. Okay, so it definitely will protect the pages in there, but there's no original seed packets, unfortunately. So Kim, I see you're 19. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 20 or more. I am going to start that countdown. I encourage you guys, if you're bidding, to put in those just in cases and final bids as soon as the countdown starts. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
This would go great in your garden bathroom. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, good reading material. All right, I am seeing those final bids come in. All right, there's a bid in from Karen. So Shannon had a 30, Anne had a just in case of 35, Kim was in at 27, Nicole came in with a just in case of 52. So Nicole is going to take it for 36. Or I said Nicole, Noelle. I'm so sorry. Noelle is going to take it for 36. Congratulations, Noelle. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. That Amie.
I contemplated keeping it actually, but it's really cool.
You find some good books, Amie.
I love old books. I really do.
All right, sir.
That's such a good book.
Oh, Bill, I'll look for another one for you.
I want the seeds, darn it. I want to grow 100-year-old seeds. $34, Jason.
All right.
I have a really kitschy, cute pair of shakers.
Oh.
They are the Tilso Purple Poodle shakers. And the reason for the start price is, if you notice, both of their bows are facing in the same direction. And initially, the salt and pepper would have had a bow facing in one direction and the other facing in the opposite direction, which is why I'm just calling these shakers and not salt and pepper shakers. They both have 5 holes on the back. So that's why I'm starting them at the $34 price. But nonetheless, they are adorable. And they're purple. You've heard us talk about purple vintage before, right?
So good.
They're so good. And they're huge. They are 7.75 inches tall. And I never do the 0.75, but today this really mattered today because they're almost 8 inches tall. They're huge. They have beautiful Tilso stamp on the bottom. They have original cork stoppers in them. And no chips, no cracks, just a little bit of crazing. I'm a little nervous to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. They are amazing. I love these green flowers. When's the last time anyone's actually seen a green flower? Other than Bells of Ireland, actually. That is a green flower. But green flowers are not all that common. And I think it's awesome right up here in the hair.
I think don't they have green eyes too, Bill?
Yeah, they do have green eyes.
I mean, how much more kitschier with those? And look at those polka dots on those bows. That's incredible. So 50.
They're so good with these little tongues kind of sticking out, the rosy cheeks, but they're just like this graceful. They have a slight bend to them, just makes them look really graceful. But the purple is what, like, I can't even tell you in person how amazing this kind of powdery purple is. It's just so pretty.
So great.
Yeah, look at those green eyes.
Oh man, and the blushing on the cheeks.
Yeah.
I've not seen these before, Bill. When you have put these up in your preview, I was like, I mean, there's a lot of tall boy salt and pepper shakers, but I had never seen these ones before.
Well, the funny thing is I had to do quite a bit of research to validate that there actually was a set that actually had bows in the opposite direction, because most of the ones that have sold in the last few years have the bows going in the same direction. But there are bows going in I don't know if the company just made a mistake and released a bunch. I mean, I don't know how many households would have had 2 of these and then mixed them up, right? So, yeah, I don't know. But a bunch of the ones that are sold do have the bows going in the same direction. Really, really fun. Yeah, the carnations do now have pink flowers. A lot of the hybrid versions, if that's what you were referring to, pretty much growers can make anything a color that they want to now with genetic engineering and dyes. But really, really pretty. So Kim is in at 34. Thank you so much. And there is also a slight pink blush that goes down the back. You can see it up here. Goes down the back. Just adds a really nice highlight to it. Let me just show you the bottom of both of them. And, you know, I know things are Tilso. I rarely see the stamp on them, though. So it's so nice to actually see the Tilso stamp. I sort of feel like I should take pictures of these so Amie has them for her book when she writes it.
Bill, you got plenty of time. Take your time.
All right. So right now we'd be looking for 35 or more. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown on these awesome salt and pepper, these awesome shakers that you could use for whatever you would like to shake. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Pink, purple,
and green.
God, Bill, so
all
good.
good colors.
Man.
Yeah, those are so good.
Oh, these are just epic.
So Kim, thank you for your just in case. You did not need it. Thank you for the bid end, Karen. These are yours for $34. Congratulations. They're quite lovely.
All right, guys. My next item is also going to start at $34, but I have a piece of glass. So I have this stretched Jack in the Pulpit style with a carnival effect to it. I did a lot of research on this. Everybody kept calling it Jack in the Pulpit. Now, we know normally this would be elongated a little more, but they still said it was in the style of. So I did some research on this. Everybody says it's Westmoreland, okay? Now, usually Westmoreland has a mark on it, but early Westmoreland does not. I'm not saying that this is Northwood because Northwood would have the serrated, in the base here. Now, I am going to say that it potentially could be old Fenton. I've sold Fenton like this. Fenton usually made these vases with the flat bottom with no serrated. So it's either Westmoreland or it is Fenton, but it is old. It is gorgeous. The base on this is amethyst. So, of course, that's a little more difficult to find. A lot of times it is in the marigold. So it would be, more of the orange style base. It has 1, 2, 3. I don't even know how many points, but Susan, I see you at 34. My concern is to tell you that it is 9 inches tall. It is 9 inches tall. There is no damage at all to it. So there are no chips. There are no cracks. There are no major air bubbles that I could find. There's your base. There is a little bit of wear here around the rim, which is good because that helps us date it. That means it was moved across the countertop. So this piece here could be anywhere from the 20s to the 60s. So Fish Mom is in at 36, but it is gorgeous nonetheless. You can kind of see how some of the iridescence fades away as it goes down in. So I just want to point that out. That might be some scuffing to it maybe as people put flowers in it. I don't think so, because usually that technique that they did with the chemical that they put on it, that's what it would do as the glass was stretched in there. So there you can see down in, there's no haze, there's no sickness, there's no hard water issue to it. Everybody called it Jack in the Pulpit. I'm going to call it Jack in the Pulpit style, but I just think it is a gorgeous, gorgeous stretched vase. Would look great in any form of decor. And again, you can see the iridescence on there. The carnival effect, I just want to show you the glossiness. A lot of times these get scratches. This does not have it. So we are at 38 right now with Susan. We're looking for 39 or more. Let's do a countdown. Gang, we are doing just in case for active bidders on this 9-inch Jack in the Pulpit style vase. So we'll go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 39 or more. And again, there's no chips, no issues. Again, we are doing just in case, gang. I see Susan right now. They're just in case of 56. 9 inches tall. It's a nice size, so it would look well with some of your taller ones if you had the Northwood, the tree trunk style. There's our bid end. So Susan was our last bid at 38. So Susan, congratulations. It's coming to you for $38. All righty, Amy.
Okay. My next round is going to be a choice starting at $22. Right. I don't believe I have ever sold any Bakelite on a live sale before, but we're going to do it tonight because I found these last week. I was super excited. I have never been able to purchase Bakelite before. And I actually own a couple little bracelets, but I've never been able to bring any to a live sale. So I've got 3 for you tonight. You can see that these are the scalloped daisy little bangle bracelets, and I have 2 in the burnt orange. So we have 2 in the burnt orange. Okay. I love these. I love the style of these. A little bit different than just the plain styled Bakelite. And then 1 in the butterscotch. And they look great stacked together. I love orange and kind of that darker golden yellow stacked together. I don't own very much Bakelite. I have just a couple little bracelets that I ran across last year. And I might part with those. We'll see. But I do like to wear them from time to time. But these are also great to display, definitely with your, with your bittersweet. It looks really good with that, if I might say so. But I love orange and yellow. They are kind of my favorite colors for sure. So you are bidding on choice of 1 up to 3. Okay, so there's 2 in the burnt orange and 1 in the butterscotch. And measurements for these, they are about 3-inch bracelets. And the opening for your hand and wrist to go through is a little shy of, what did I see? It was a little shy of 2.5 inches. Okay, so that's the sizing there.
Amy, you only ship to the U.S. and Canada, right? Will you ship to Australia?
No,
okay.
I do not ship to Australia, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. Yeah, just US and Canada. Unfortunately, the shipping costs to ship anywhere within outside of overseas or anything like that, the shipping is typically way more than what the item is going to be worth. So it's kind of not worth it to ship there, unfortunately, anymore. So Christine, I see 23 from you. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 24 or more on choice, either 2 of the orange or 1 of the butterscotch. Bakelite, and when I was cleaning these, because they were a little kind of sketchy looking when I found them, they were definitely not clean and pristine. But when I was cleaning them with some friction, ooh, I got a whiff of that formaldehyde. That is a smell that you just don't forget. So we're going to count these down. Christine's at 23. We're looking for 24 or more on choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I usually don't see them this thin. That's what I think makes these unique.
Yeah, they do typically, like, but they're much thicker in the scallop daisy. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Christine had a just in case of 27, but Patty Rose came with a just in case of 41. So Patty, you get first choice. Let me know if you want orange or yellow. You can take multiples as well. And then second choice will go to Christine. And I'm not sure who is back there behind that. Was that everybody?
Yep, they were the only 2 bidding.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I do like the sound when they click together too, Patty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so ladies, just let me know what color that you would like, and I can watch the chat, and we can move on. All 3, more clanking. You got it, Patty. Thank you so much.
You know what I found really interesting? I think it is Joy Behar. I think it's Joy Behar of The View is a major Bakelite collector.
Really?
Very big to the point where some of her pickers have come down to Adamstown to try to find pieces for her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's good to know.
Well, I was about to say that I find it interesting that you know that, but now I understand why you know that.
Yes. Well, that's an even longer story, but we'll say that.
Are you a member of the Joy Behar fan club, Jason?
No, actually,
yes, you are.
No, actually, her sister went to Catholic school with my mother, so it's a local, it's a local thing. So and I had to say it because my mom would say it in the chat if I didn't. So yes.
So $12, Jason, and I have this beautiful little framed needlework tonight of this little sort of homestead on a lake, and it's a smaller size one. I've been really enjoying bringing these lately because people seem to be liking the gallery wall idea with these beautiful needle pieces. So this one is a needle point, and it is 8.5 inches across and 7.5 inches from top to bottom. I don't have a date or a maker on it. As you can see, there's a bit of staining on the back, a little tear in the paper, but a nice hanger and a little bit of damage on the back side of the frame. When you see it from the front, it's actually, this frame is so beveled that you wouldn't see that from the front. You would see it from the side though if you were hanging it. My solution to that would be just to get one of those brown furniture markers just to cover it up, but really, really pretty. Let me try to get you a good, that's a good close-up on the actual needle point itself. Yeah, so for me, it's looking like maybe a summer house on the lake with some nice big trees around it, little purple and gray sky in the background. But this frame is really pretty too. I know there's a name for, is it burl wood? There's some sort of name for this kind of wood, and I can't remember what it is.
I thought it was tiger wood. I thought they always called it like, I think it's tiger wood. Is that
tiger oak? Is it tiger oak?
To the effect that, and Bill, I got to tell you, that's very vibrant. Usually they're very muted. They're very muted when I find them.
Yeah, this one is really good. And, a small piece like this with such a statement frame would really, even if you had a lot of big things around it, this I think would still really stand out if you were doing a gallery wall. So really, really fun, I think. I just love the idea that someone spent so much time making such a small little piece. And then obviously we're so proud of it that it got this big old frame on it. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Good to see you.
Mary.
So
This
again,
is
it is, yeah, it's really pretty and it's a good size. So I'll go ahead and start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, now's the time to get in on it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Love this carving too on the outside of the frame. So nice.
The frame is gorgeous.
Yeah. So just waiting for Karen's bid end. And there it is. So Linda had a bid of 13. Christine came in with a just in case of 20. So Christine, congratulations. It's yours for $14.
Bill, that was great. Even for a gallery wall.
Agreed.
Really good. Karen Gillette, thank you so much for assisting us tonight, being our mod and bid ender. Holly, thank you for dropping our links in, and everybody else that's assisting us in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Please, with 160 of you here, please make sure you're following Enamor Amie and Garden Guy Bill. Both of the links to their YouTube channels and their Instagrams are in the description of this video. So my next item is going to start at $20. I feel like I'm taking a risk on this, but yet I don't, because I know we got folks that love some minis. So for $20, you're already good to go. Now, gang, these are glued in here. So they are glued in there. It doesn't mean they can't be removed, but they are glued in there. So if you guys wanted to alter this shelf once you receive it, I'm sure you could. But it is filled with all these great 1970s, 1960s little metal faux copper, kitchen aids, kitchen utensils. There's a little wooden cuckoo clock in there. There's all sorts of great little things in there. Even one of those little corn dolls. They used to take the corn husks and make little little corn dolls out of them. But super cute. I think it's got quite a different feel about it. I think it would go in many, many different decors. The shelf itself measures about 12 by 9. It does have the original metal hooks back here on the back. So you can see it has, so this is one of those professional shelves, that you would have bought with the staples and stained. So if you guys wanted to, you could probably take some of these out. But we have little copper pots. We have all sorts of things, little teapots. This one is loose. So I will show you what the person did was they actually glued it to a little wooden piece, and then it just slides right in there. So let me slide that back in there. So they probably could be removed if you wanted to add something else into the shelf. So each one of those little pieces is about 1 inch to about 2 inches. They have a little milk jug that you can see there. Then it has these 2 little copper style plates, a bucket. It has like a little kettle up here, right there, little kettle. I just think these are super cute, and it's ready to go and to be hung on your wall. So the little wooden case is not stamped anything on the back. So I'm not too sure, if it was Japan or if it was Taiwan. Just let me show you these up close. They even have some dried flowers in there. And of course, guys, you could probably remove all that, but I actually took a Q-tip and I cleaned in all those little crevices and got all the years of dust out of there. So it should be clean and good to go for you. Just a cute little trinket box.
I like the tiny little straw flowers that are in that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too. And I keep moving it around. Let me slow it down here so you guys can actually see what's in there. It's all these faux little copper pots, copper little trinkets, all sorts of little things. And I do love the fact that they popped the little corn husk doll in there, all sorts of other little features. So we're at 20. We're looking for 21. Let's do a countdown on this. It is we are doing just in case for active bidders. And the case itself measures 12 by 9. So we'll go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Instant collection, ready to go. They are glued in. I'm sure if you, put a little time into it, you could take them off and alter it. But I kind of think it looks good, sort of the way it is.
I have this overwhelming urge to ask you to shake it really hard.
There. That's as much as I can give it. I don't want it all to come forward.
That was satisfying, Jason.
That was satisfying. I agree.
All right. And congratulations. It's yours for 20. Thank you guys so much. All right. Miss Amie.
Sometimes you just got to shake the vintage, right?
Yes, you do. Just give it a good shaking.
Yeah. All right. My most expensive item of the evening is coming next. And you guys already got a sneak peek of this on the last round. Jason, I'm going to start my next item at $70. And this is my very first piece of bittersweet that I have ever been able to find to bring to a live sale. If you guys have been to the Heart of Ohio Antique Mall in Springfield, that famous booth that is just loaded with bittersweet, it is all pretty much either a car payment or a mortgage payment for one vase. So I was very happy to be able to pick this up. I love the coloring in this. This is made by Ellie Smith. So it is the 3-toed hobnail bittersweet. They did make this in the smoothie version as well. I love the 3-toed vases. I have had several 3-toed Ellie Smith vases over the past year or so in different colors, but I've never had a bittersweet one. And I really, really like just the yellow that's down here at the bottom. And it does glow. It will fluoresce. It's that bright that it is showing. But yeah, it's super bright orange down in the yellow. It will do a little bit at the fingers up at the top. I do like the mouth on this one. Let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8. So there's 9 fingers on the top of that one. Let's look down in there. I did not try and get any kind of bottle brush or anything down in there. So I'm not really sure what's going on in there. Well, there's no bugs, so you don't get any free bugs with purchase, but it does look fairly clean in there. All right. So it does measure just a hair shy of 12 inches at the top of that finger. It's just not quite 12 inches and it's not 11 3/4. It's in between there. So there's no chips, there's no cracks, no funkiness. It is lovely. And Bill's lovely bittersweet collection behind him that we always admire on the live sales. So right now, Christine is at 95. So we're looking for 96 or more. I encourage you guys, if you are bidding, put in those just in cases as soon as I start that countdown. If anybody else wants to get in on this, do those final bids. Don't wait to do it. I don't want anybody to come in after the bid end. All right. I'm going to count it down. We're looking for 96 or more. I love the little feetsies. That's my favorite thing. All right. We're looking for 96 or more. Get out that popcorn. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I really wanted to save this closer to Halloween because it just reminds me of candy corn so much, but I couldn't wait. I needed to bring it tonight. So.
Ooh.
Hey, Stacey. All right. Oh, we're waiting for the bid end to come in. Oh my goodness. All right. There's a bid end from Karen. So I see Tina has a just in case of 145. Christine has a just in case of 150. Daniel came in with a just in case of 159. There is the bid end from Karen. So for 151, Daniel, this is coming to you. I know you already have some bittersweet, so I know it will have a friend and a good home. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, little Meow Meow even says congratulations,
yes, he's
Daniel.
So excited. He's super excited. Yes. Hi.
I was distracted by all that. So I'm going to start this round at $15 if anyone is interested. And I have some more Enesco ceramics. I have these adorable little lady shakers. And these are the praying girls. They're actually saying a prayer before the meal. So this one actually says, "Give us this day our daily bread." And this one says, "We give you thanks for all your gifts." So they are Enesco with their rubber stoppers. And these are pink, the pink ones. They were also made in blue. So I don't know if there are any other colors. These are the two colors that I know of, the pink and the blue. They are, what are they? They are 4.5 inches tall, and they're in really great condition. There aren't any condition issues with them. They're beautiful all the way around. There is a salt and a pepper this time, 2 different shakers. And what's really neat about this set, even they did come in 2 different colors, but there are also other pieces as well. There is a soap dish, believe it or not. There's a toothpick holder. There's a spoon rest. I see that spoon rest a lot. And there's a napkin holder. And the napkin holder is going to come with this set, all for the same price, if anyone's interested. And this napkin holder, she has the dinner prayer on her apron. She also is in really great condition with the UNESCO stamp on the bottom. Just a really nice set and an opportunity to get half of the pieces that they made in this style at one time. Because again, there are 3 other pieces. There's a toothpick holder, a soap dish, and a spoon rest. Which is really, really pretty to add to your kitschy shelf collection or to actually have on your table. If this is something that, you you want children and grandchildren to grow up, thinking about when they're about to have a meal. As someone who studies food systems, there's a lot to be thankful for that our ecosystem is continuing to allow us to feed ourselves. I think about that a lot. So this is like a nice reminder from yesteryear that people didn't take their food for granted back then when they had to work hard for it.
Bill, these are so collectible. I mean, when they come into my shop, they're gone almost right away. Like, folks really collect these, and you're right. The blue one is a little harder to find, and every time I find the napkin holder, for some reason, her head's been replaced, been glued back on. For some reason, she must have always been the one that got damaged, at least when I resell them.
Well, I've seen them all in person. I've never seen the soap dish in person. I've only ever seen it online. I don't know if they made it less, but the way the soap dish is, it's this larger sculpt, and she's holding a big soap dish in front of her like it's a Thanksgiving platter. Mm-hmm. And I imagine that probably broke a lot if people actually used it as a soap dish.
The helpful kitchen pixies that UNESCO made the soap holder in the exact same, like the mold is pretty identical, except for it's a pixie head instead of the lady head.
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty fragile, but these seem to be solid pieces, and they're all in great condition. And I also found them at different locations. So always fun to bring things back together. So thank you, everyone. I see your bids. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. And again, this isn't for choice. This is for everything that you see here. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And again, pink and blue, I don't know if either of you know if there's any other colors. I don't think there are.
No.
Okay, Karen, thank you for the bid end. So I see Sonia in at 18. Patty Rose came in with a just in case of 31, but Ann came in with a just in case of 40. So Ann, these are yours for $32. Thank you so much. It's a great little set.
All right, guys. Make sure you're following Garden Guy Bill and Enamor Amie. And also, thank you, Karen Gillette, for being our official mod and bid ender tonight. Please give her husband, Grady Gruppo Recordings, a follow. He's putting up all sorts of great content with vintage music on vinyl. All right, gang. It's going to be choice on some glass shoes. I'll do my best to hold them up, and then we'll go one by one, and we'll go as quickly as possible. So $14 choice. 3 of them are Fenton. 1 of them is made by Ellie Smith. Again, these are the glass shoes or glass slippers. The premise of these were actual, from the early molds, were to be match holders so that you would then strike it on the heel or the bottom of the shoe. So you can see all 4 of them together, $14 choice. And I have to say, these are some uniquer colors. So The first one to choose from is the one that they're calling Amberina. This is made by Ellie Smith. It does have the S on the bottom. It's more of a ruby red with an iridescent. Now, this one does glow. So hopefully I can show you guys the cadmium in it. You can just sort of see it here in the top of the shoe. And it goes all the, oh, you can see it really good right there. So if you guys love something that glows, this one really, really glows with the cadmium. And again, I don't find the Ellie Smith shoes all that often. And this is in the daisy button. So this is in the daisy button. A lot of times these were prone to being dropped. There are no chips on here. There's no damage on any of these. Maybe one of the Fenton ones has a rough mold on it. So there's your first choice. We're at 15, looking for 16. Thank you guys for the bids. I see Chris is the first one in. Then we have the one with the little kitty cat, or I always thought that looked like a little panther coming over the top, but this is the Fenton. It is marked Fenton. Right there you can see the circle on it. Clean look, I see you're 50. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 51 or more. This one is made by Fenton. This is a little harder to find, I should say, in the lavender. So this is the lavender, which you don't see all that often. Again, good condition with no damage. So this one is made by Fenton in the daisy button, and this one has the cat on the front, which was a famous sculpt that they did. Here is the smoked blue one. So this is a smoked blue one that, again, you don't see all that often. Very good condition. It is stamped Fenton on the bottom, as you can see the circle right here. No chips, no cracks. This one might have a little rough spot with the mold mark. But again, this one is your daisy button as well. And all these shoes measure just about 6 inches. So they're about 6 inches long. So these are very collectible. They do sell very quickly in my store. Clean look, I see you're 60. We're looking for 61 or more. Here is the cabbage rose. So this is cabbage rose, which I never see cabbage rose in the shoes. So if you guys are into the cabbage rose pattern by Fenton, this one is marked Fenton very, very lightly right there. So it is marked Fenton. So, and this one is, again, the darker smoky blue. What were we going to say, Bill?
Jason, I was just going to say, these were a staple in my grandmother's antique store while I was growing up. And I can say for someone who grew up with hundreds of these colors and that Ellie Smith design, yes. Oh my God, these are not your everyday glass shoes. And this cabbage rose as well. Amazing. All 4 of them are amazing.
Thank you. I acquired a small collection of them, and I think the person loved all of the harder to find ones. So if you want some unique ones, these are colors that you don't see that often, especially the Ellie Smith one, all the way to the 3 Fenton ones. So we're at 70 right now. Gonna hold them up on the board. They're heavy, but we'll hold them up, and we're gonna do a countdown. I see you clean look at 100. They're in very good condition. We are doing just in case. It will be on choice for active bidders. Active bidders can do the just in case. It will be on choice. So let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, the premise of these were back in the day, they would have had, a striker point on them. And they would have held matches. They could have held all sorts of other things. So let me get them off here so they don't clank around. We're at 100 right now, and that'll be on choice of these. So there's the bid end. So thank you so much. Clean look. You have first choice at 100. Let me know if you want the Ellie Smith one. That is your Ellie Smith one. And then we have the Fenton one. That is the daisy button. So if you can just say Fenton in purple, or you could say, this one will do, Fenton will do this blue daisy button. Blue and purple. All right. I just want to make sure. I got you for the purple. I'm assuming you want the daisy button. If you can just confirm that you want the daisy button in the blue and not the cabbage rose in blue. And then let's see who had backup.
Donnie Girl at 65.
Donnie Girl at 65. So Donnie Girl, I just want to hear from Clean Look. Pardon me. I'm assuming you wanted both of the daisy buttons. I did have 2 of the shoes in blue. So if you can just confirm that you wanted both of them in daisy button, I'm assuming you did. Okay, you got the cabbage rose, and then you have the purple. So Donnie Girl, You have first choice at 65 if you want the smoked blue daisy button, or if you want the Ellie Smith one. That isn't focusing right, which is what they called Amberina, which I feel is more ruby. Okay, so Donnie Girl at 65.
And then my broom closet, Chris at 17.
Okay. So Donnie Girl, let me know. Donnie Girl, let me know if you were interested in the Daisy button at 65. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Clean Look.
She'll take the smoke blue.
Got it. Great colors. And then we're back to
my broom closet, Chris, at 17.
So Chris, let me know if you want the one that glows at 17. And then Steel Whisper, you could have it if she passes. So Chris, just let me know, and I can watch the, we'll get it moving here. I can watch the chat. So Chris, just say yes or no. If you pass, then it'll be Steel. And then I think that's it. All right, Amy. We'll get you going here.
Well, I will give Jason a minute to get everything written down and given to the correct people. I forgot to mention these at the beginning. If you guys want a vinyl sticker, they are waterproof, $3 each. And I have a new sticker, you guys. I just got it in. You guys know I love kitschy kitties, so I have included all 3 of them on this design. And I always can't help but say meow meow during the live sales. So this is a new design. So if anybody wants to add a sticker to your box, let me know when you send that email with your information. If you want to add one or the other or both, or think about it. If you just want a sticker, send me an email. I can send it snail mail to you with a stamp. Okay. Very excited about the new stickers. I can't wait to take those to Springfield.
I got one, Amy, today, and they are quality. They are quality.
They're very nice quality stickers. Yes, they are. Okay. So my next round is going to be a choice starting at 24. And we are bringing some kitsch, of course, tonight. And I couldn't have a sale without Bill, without some pixies. You guys keep your eye out tomorrow for the Pixie Motherload haul video, which will be coming out tomorrow. It's going to be dropping on my channel. I have to finish editing it tonight, but it will be dropping tomorrow. So I'm bringing 2, and these are from the Motherload haul of pixies. I brought these 2 tonight. So these are little log lounging pixies in yellow and red. And you can see on both of them, there is some cold paint loss and scratching. I hardly ever come across any of these guys without some paint loss because they are 100% cold painted. So let's look at the yellow guy first. And I will say the colored pixies are a little bit harder to come by than the traditional red or green ones. But most of his paint loss is kind of along his legs. And he does have some paint loss on the back of his hat. They are both stamped Red Japan on the bottom. I did mention this in my video that will be coming out, that there is not a known maker of these. I've never been able to find one, or people that collect these. Bill, any insight?
We don't know the maker of most of them.
Yeah, most of them. Some of the larger ones do typically have makers or have foil stickers present or stamps that indicate a maker, but these little guys just don't. So they are just Japan. They do date to the 1950s, and they're darn cute. So these are kind of medium sized. There's definitely smaller ones and much larger ones on the log loungers as well. Lots of different poses for their senior pixie photos, for sure, for graduation. All right, so there's no chips or anything on these guys, just the paint loss that you see. So you are bidding on choice. I want to give you a measurement real quick. They do stand they're roughly between 3.5 and 4 inches for both of them, depending on their pose. All right, so Fish Mom is in at 29. So we're looking for 30 or more on choice. And I have so many pixies to bring to future live sales. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun summer for sure. All right, we're going to count these guys down. Don't forget about those just in cases if you're bidding. And any final bids: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Oh, I wish I was as flexible as a pixie. Let me tell you. I mean,
Yeah,
they
I
can
know.
do.
I'm with you on that, Jason.
Man.
Kim, if you just send me an email with what sticker that you want or how many that you want, just let me know. Or you can message me on Instagram too if that's easier. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you again, Karen. You are amazing. All right, so Fish Mom had a just in case of 34, but Patsy had a just in case of 35, and Laura had a just in case of 46. So Laura Orton is going to get first choice at 36. Laura, let me know if you want yellow or red. You certainly can take both if you would like. Second choice is going to, oh, Laura's already on it. Yeah, Laura wants the yellow one. So next is going to be Patsy at 35. So Patsy, let me know if you want the red guy. And if not, we'll pass to Fish Mom. And do we have anybody else back there?
That was it, Amy.
I think that was everybody.
Yep,
all right. Well, I will just watch the chat. Thank you so much.
All right. All righty, sir.
$22, Jason. And Miss Wildlife asked me a question, so I want to address it. She asked me, if you saw one of my latest YouTube video, I had a little debacle with my new Pixie cabinet. When I got it home, it was taken over by something else. So she asked me if I got the new cabinets. And in fact, right on the other side of my computer screen, they are just on the inside of our front door. I found 2, and they are going to go right behind me. So next week, you will see them back there. So excited.
Awesome.
Thank you for asking. All right, so up next, I have my pottery company of the day, and I'm taking a break from Weller and Roseville. We're going to look at a little Hull tonight because Hull is equally beautiful, and I have this amazing Hull vase, 1956 from their butterfly line. It is so gorgeous. The blue butterfly on the front, the pink butterfly on the back, and this is the largest vase in this series, and I just love this sort of like atomic. It almost looks a little bit like a spaceship, right? So good. Let me tell you how big it is. It is, if I can find it, this is the 9-inch vase. And this is a beautiful line of Hull pottery, which is a little bit of a departure of sort of the other things that they did. And I think it was really reflecting their need. I'm such a historian when it comes to this, a nerdy one. It was reflecting their need to stay relevant in the 1950s because their stuff was getting to look a little grandma. So they needed to come up with things that were a little bit more atomic, a little bit more graphic. And butterfly was their response to that. So if you look up this line, and I really encourage you to do, the shapes of these pieces of pottery, there are 26 of them, 26 different designs in butterfly, are unlike anything else Hull did. Some of them actually look like, there's this one bowl that's supposed to go on a coffee table and it looks like a UFO. Have you all seen that one? It's pretty amazing.
Yes.
It was good.
There are no issues with this piece. It is in great condition, no chips or cracks. The inside is nice and clean, and it's blue. How pretty is that?
And that gold is always the first thing to get worn off. And that looks brand new, Bill.
Yeah, I snapped this one up when I saw it. I only collect one Hull pattern. It's the Ebb Tide pattern, so I don't collect this one. So I'm happy to pass it along. But if I did have, a bigger house, a mansion, this would definitely be one of the patterns that I collect because it is so pretty. And again, the shapes of the other pieces, the shape of this piece is just really spectacular.
I love that whole line that they did.
Yeah, isn't it great?
You don't see it very often either. Maybe once in a while I'll run across a piece, but I don't see it all.
Yeah, this was a one-year release. It was only 1956, and it was only sold in catalogs. So you really needed to be somebody who was aware and wanted to get them. There's this really interesting hanging planter that they made, and then they made this water font that also hangs from a chain. So the 26 designs that they did in the butterfly aren't replicated in any of the other Hull patterns. So it's just really neat. Little nice piece of pottery history, mid-century pottery history. And then there's obviously these beautiful little flowers all over them, but the butterflies really are the star of the show. There's a teapot and a cream and sugar, some trinket dishes, a lot of different vases, a lot of different bowls, just a really pretty line. Candlesticks, ashtray, lots of different pieces. So thank you all for your bids. I think it's lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown, loving that so many people love it. So we're looking for 32 or more. And again, if you're an active bidder, you can use it just in case if you'd like to. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
You were talking about the covered dish with the legs on it. That's one of my favorite pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. And some of those the bowls and the dishes are quite large too.
Yes.
Like they're like 15 inches from side to side. So really, really big. All right. Thank you everyone for your bids. Let me just scroll back a little bit. I see Jamie with a just in case of 35. Dawn, we saw your 33. Kim came in with a just in case of 46. So Kim, that means this is yours for $36. Thank you everyone for your bids.
And again, thank you, Karen Gillette, for being our mod and bid ender. Holly, thank you for dropping those links, and everyone else who's assisting us when we need it. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you guys so much. My next item is going to start at $30, and gang, I'm really excited to offer this. I think this is a really cool piece from Fenton. It might not read, it'll read. It's reading a little peach, but this is pink. This is their rose pink, and this is actually from their 75th anniversary line. So they made these covered candy dishes with the dolphins. That's what Fenton called them, the dolphins, although they might look like koi fish. They called them dolphins. They made this in many sculpts for many years, but for the 75th anniversary, they went ahead and did this with the stretched glass effect, which is a chemical reaction that they spray on and then they refire it. So not only is this one stamped Fenton, there's no chips, no cracks. See if I can get it. It's marked Fenton, and then it has a 7 and a 5 underneath it. So it's from the 75th anniversary edition, which the rarity to it is the fact then they had a pink one, but then for the 75th, they went ahead and made it the stretched glass. So that is that effect that you're seeing, that iridescent effect all the way around. Thank you all for the bids. Right now we're at 70 with clean look. No chips, no cracks. It also retains, and it defunks some of the theory, but they still would use the paper labels. I left that there because actually it would have had the price on it. And then there was a perforation underneath the label, which would have had the original price. So that's on there. To nitpick this, the only issue that I have found on it is maybe just a tiny little rough spot, or even just a manufacturing issue right here. If you can just see it, it's just a different little, there you can catch it right there. It's just an offline. It's not sharp. It's not rough. No chips, no cracks to the inside. Other than that, it is a beautiful pastel pink with the stretch effect to it, which is the chemical effect. And this is their covered candy dish. So you guys could collect a whole bunch of these in different colors. And you can see the texturing to it. It's almost like a cloudy effect, almost like a rainbow, almost like in person, you can see where it has the chemical effect to it, where it has a little blotchiness, where it almost looks like sweat on a glass window. So again, no chips, no cracks. It has the dolphins on the side, no chips to those, and it stands just about 9 inches tall by 6 inches wide. So again, they did it for many years. Fenton made this sculpt, but for their 75th anniversary edition, they did it in this color, and then they did it in the stretched glass effect. So we're at 70, looking for 71 or more. We'll do a countdown on this. Remember, we are doing just in case for active bidders. And again, if it's reading peach in person, it is going to be a gorgeous pink, not quite bubble gum, but a 1950s style pink. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Robert, I see you're 60, but right now we are at 70. We're looking for 71 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette on the 75th anniversary edition piece of Fenton, the covered candy dish with the dolphins as handles. So there's our bid end. Clean look. You didn't need your just in case because you took it for 70. Thank you so much. We'll get you going, Amy, as I slowly sit this down.
Okay. I'm going back to some glass as well for my next round. And this was another fun find over the weekend. Mama Pam, I took her out to Lake Michigan, up to Holland, and there are some antique stores there, and I found this there on Lake Michigan, and it was so stunning. The second I saw it, I had to bring it. I had to bring it home with me, and I knew somebody would love it. So I'm going to start this at 38, and it is an art glass mushroom paperweight, and it is reading pretty true to color. It is green and pink. So let me see if you can see. That is kind of not helping, but the cap of the mushroom is this really awesome. I'm going to try and get up close. It is heavy. I'm going to try and get up close so you can see some of the detailing in the glass. Okay. So it is this really lovely, vibrant pink color. You can see there's a few little specks of like yellow and dark purple that kind of go throughout there, and it goes out into a clear glass at the top, and the top of the mushroom is 4 inches in diameter, and the base is this really awesome swirled green. There is a couple captured bubbles in here, and I will want to note, I found it when I was feeling around on it. There was a tiny little bubble, if it's even going to show. There was an itty bitty tiny little pinpoint bubble there that had burst. Okay, so it's not a chip. It is just a little tiny burst bubble there. But I love the swirly green on the base of the mushroom. And it is signed. Okay, I could not find this mushroom. We kind of talked about it. I'm not really sure of the maker. I cannot read this signature. I tried my best. I took a picture of it. I zoomed in on it. Google image, all that good stuff. I could not find who made this. I could not find one in the pink and green styling either. So I really don't know. If you guys know what this is, I would love to find out. We did kind of like suspect maybe a few things. I know it's not Viking. Other than that, I'm not really sure. So we're just going to call it art glass.
It's gorgeous, Amy. And it's almost, with the green and the pink, it almost mimics what everyone calls melon. You know, anytime they mix.
Watermelon. Yeah,
yep, anytime.
It reminded me of a watermelon too.
Yeah.
Yes, very Alice in Wonderland. Absolutely.
Yeah,
the length of the mushroom is 4.5 inches. Okay, so 4.5 inches tall, 4 inches in diameter at the top. You can do arm curls with this if you're, sitting on the couch and need something to do. Work out a little bit with it if you want to. It does appear that the stem of the mushroom is clear with the green glass cased around it. It is a very solid, hefty piece, and it is one solid piece of glass. The top of it is not applied later. It's one solid piece. So very cool. Yes. So we're going to start that countdown. Pitty Pat's picking. I see you're 41. We're looking for 42 or more. I am going to start that countdown if you are actively bidding. It is signed, Mars. Yes, it is signed. I don't know if we can get it to focus here, but it is etched, the signature right in there. I can tell that it it looks like it starts with an M and maybe ends with an S. That's about all that I can make out with it. It's not super deep into the glass. It's very lightly etched there, but it is there. All right. We're looking for 42 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
This would look great with a little pixie garden, like those little pixies you sold. Put them all around it.
That would be super cute. Yeah.
Oh man, look at that.
Now I need it.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
All right. There's the bid end from Karen. I see everybody's just in cases, so let's go through it. Anne had a 43 and a just in case of 60. Miss Wildlife came in with a just in case of 80. Kelly, I see her just in case of 55. Pitty Pat's picking just in case of 75, and Fish Ma'am with a just in case of 73. So Miss Wildlife is going to take it for 76. Congratulations. As a reminder, you guys, if you're new to purchasing from any of us tonight, do make sure, Jason has put all of our emails up here on the screen. Make sure and email us with your YouTube username, your real name, your full shipping address, and email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. I will be doing all of my packing and shipping tomorrow. If you guys were not here at the beginning, I do ask this week only that you pay your invoices right away so I can ship everything out by 4 p.m. on Wednesday, because I will be leaving for over a week to go out of state. So I want to get everything shipped out to you guys as soon as possible. Thank you so much.
All righty, Mr. Bill.
$10, Jason. And I know everyone here is likely aware of what a Wade whimsy is. In the United States, at least, they often came in rose tea. When you bought a box of tea, you'd get this little ceramic. But did you also know you could actually go into the stores and buy them? So this is actually the elephant, number 5, in its original packaging. Look at how groovy this packaging is.
Amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
my
never seen
right?
one.
They're super hard to find. I have a couple, and this I found recently, and the elephant is a duplicate original package for me. But the reason I brought it is because I want to share with people what I do with mine. So I often, throughout their life, I've been dragging my nieces to the antique store with me. And if you know what it's like to take a young one to an antique store, they don't have the same sort of interest or attention span that we do when it comes to our vintage. Not only is it cool to have the original package with the Wade, but on the back of it is a list of this whole collection. This is the Farm, Forest, and Jungle series. So there are, I think, 24 of them. So what I've done is I photocopied mine with my nieces. And when they're in an antique store with me, if they can find one, we check it off and I buy it for them. So they each have a little collection of this. It's really a fun thing to do with the little ones, I think. So Wades, if you don't know, have a bottom on them that's ribbed. And initially they came in your tea because you would use the bottom as a match striker back when we had to use matches to actually light our stoves. So really, really fun to have. The graphics on the front are just great. This is the elephant. It's an actual Wade whimsy, little ceramic elephant. And all of these different critters on the back that you can collect.
That's so
now,
cool.
this is just one of a number of series that Wade has. You may have remembered I've brought a few of the calendar series before, the ones that have a holiday for each month of the year. There's a series on the North American endangered animals. There's a pet shop series. There's actually a Noah's Ark, and you actually can buy the actual ark to put all of the double sets of animals on with Noah and his wife as well. There's just so many. If it's something if you want to get young ones involved in vintage and interested in vintage, these are often very inexpensive in antique stores when they're not in the original packaging. So it's an opportunity just to have them have a little collection of minis. So fun. All right, so thank you for your bids, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So right now we're looking for 11 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yeah, Desert Gale, I'm all about the scavenger hunts with the nieces. In fact, the flower one is my favorite one and it's their favorite one too because I pay them for it. They get money at the end if they find the flowers, but it's just a good way to teach them what the different flowers are. So I like doing that stuff a lot. All right, so it looks like there's the bid end. And Kim, you had the highest bid before the bid end at 13. Congratulations, this is yours.
All right, congratulations. All right, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. I'm going to try something different, see if somebody likes it. So I have a very early U.S. stoneware pottery. If you guys love crazing, you're going to love this piece. Now, before we get into it, I am starting it at 15. There is a slight line in it, okay? You can see right there. It does go all the way through, right about to where my finger is right now. This is an older piece of stoneware pottery. It is a pitcher. Could be used for a couple different things. Some people might call these milk pitchers. Some might call them cream pitchers. They were utilitarian pieces. The wear on this is incredible because a lot of folks that collect this want the wear and they want the crazing. So let me show you some of the crazing. Like Bill showed his piece last week. That piece had different style crazing than this. Look at all that crazing on the inside here. Again, if you guys love, to decorate in farmhouse, this also might even look good in your mid-century. This piece would be great to use as a utensil holder. It would be great to use as a flower pot. I did some research. There's a couple names, but since there's no name on the bottom, I don't want to speculate who made it. It measures about 5 inches tall by about 6 inches across. It is probably 1920s or 1930s stoneware pottery. The ribbing on it is what helps us figure out who made it. There were a couple companies that made this beehive or this ribbing on it. And depending how far the ribbing apart on the distance in between each one will tell you who manufactured it. Bill, do you have any?
Let's speculate. We're not going to say that it is those companies, but let's speculate here because I'm interested.
There was a Bauer pottery that I had speculated because Bauer had the ribs that were most like this. Other people think that it could be early McCoy due to the color.
It's due to the handle, Jason.
Yes.
The handle, I think, makes it McCoy, but again, that's speculation.
Right. And honestly, and Bill, you're exactly right. It comes down to the nitty gritty on these handles because if there's this small little arc right here is what is known for McCoy, but also Bauer did it. But Bauer was just a little more rounded around the side, but is also what makes you think it's Bauer is the way the ribbing is because they did that. But it just shows that these companies knew what each other were doing. They knew what the style was, and they kind of emulated one another. So there is a little wear right there to the spout, or some could say that it was a slip in the glaze, but you can see there's some dark discoloring. That's from years of dirt and debris. There is crazing you can see throughout, which is gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and this is reading very teal. Please note there is a line, but I don't think it takes from the integrity of it. It doesn't have a huge hollow, but then again, this stoneware pottery doesn't have a loud ting when you ting it. So we are at 16. We're looking for 17 or more. I agree, Deanna. I know, but I'm just putting out there what I read and what I saw online. So again, there's no usually, later McCoy is stamped McCoy, but I also go by the color. This is usually a McCoy color. So, all right, let's count it down. We're looking for 17 or more. Again, it measures about 5 inches tall by about 6 inches across. There is major crazing, and there is a small little line in it, but this sucker's old. So this is old when it comes to stoneware pottery. So let's go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid. And you're right, Jamie, that spout is very mid-century, which then it's funny as they moved on into the years, they did keep some of the things in the 50s and 60s, but then changed out some of the others with some of the pottery companies. Some of them do call them beehive, Susan. Yes. I don't necessarily think this one necessarily is beehive because they're so close to each other, but that's what's great about the pottery. It's a great discussion. So Deanna, congratulations. It's coming to you for $16. Congratulations. All right, Amy.
All right. I'm going to go back to jewelry next. I have a pretty special brooch tonight. And she's a big gal. Yeah. She's a shower too. And you can see how large this is. It is 6 inches long. And that's really big for a brooch. Now let me put something behind this so we can really see the detailing in here. I'm going to be starting this at $30. Okay. So this is a signed Vendome brooch, and I will show you where the signature is in a minute. But it is a gold tone flower, and you can see that it is loaded with Aurora Borealis beads there up at the top of the flower, and there are Aurora Borealis rhinestones that are at the leaf part on the stem. All right, so let's get in so we can see really close detail on this. It is stunning. I had never seen a brooch like this, so I had to pick it up. It is just so interesting and different. And so the rhinestones here are definitely very well set. So Van Dome jewelry is a very high end, from what I could tell from other pieces, very high end costume jewelry. This piece does date to the 1960s. It does have a safety clasp, a very large safety clasp here on the back. The clasp is actually down here at the bottom of the stem. And it is signed and stamped Van Dome right here behind the setting for the leaf rhinestone that is in there. And again, the beads that are up here at the top are all Aurora Borealis beads, and they're on wire. So you can kind of adjust these. The couple that I was able to find of this particular brooch, they were all kind of concentrated up straight. This one, I found that, the previous owner kind of moved the little beads around to make it more of an open flower, but it is large. Can you see how big that is?
Gorgeous, Amy.
I
That's
love that.
Stunning.
It's
stunning.
so different. And I didn't test this. I'm pretty sure it doesn't glow. Nothing should glow in here. No, it doesn't glow or anything like that. But the open petals up here at the top are just kind of a brushed gold tone. Very good condition. There's nothing that's broken off or missing from this piece. It is definitely a statement. I think I wish I would have worn just plain black tonight so I could really show it off. But I really think black makes it pop. Other than white. I think a darker color would just definitely be a good choice for this. So right now I see the vintage teddy bear is in at 31. Again, signed Vendome, Vendome, dates to the 1960s. A lot of their brooches and rings and earrings go in the hundreds of dollars. I will say that they are very high end. I do remember Katie Vintage and Vinyl speaking about this particular brand. It's right up there with Weiss and some of the other really high-end costume jewelry. So let's count it down. The vintage teddy bear is in at 32. Kim, I saw your 31. So don't forget those just in cases. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, definitely a conversation piece, Jamie, for sure.
This is amazing, Amy. I don't know that I've ever seen a brooch this large.
Yeah, you guys know I don't pick up jewelry super often, but when I see something and it gives me a sort of a feeling and I'm like, well, that's something that's really different and special, I have to pick it up. So all right, there's a bid end from Karen. So I did see some just in cases come in there. I saw Noelle was at 33. Anne has a just in case of 65. Noelle came in with a just in case of 127. There is the bid end from Karen. So Noelle is going to take it for 66. Congratulations, Noelle. That is beautiful. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Bell.
Okay, I'm going to follow that up with another big piece. Actually, no, I'm not. $12, Jason. But it's one of my planters for tonight, and it is this awesome little, pretty old planter, which I'm pretty sure this is California Pottery piece, 98% sure of that, but it is so cute and perfect for this time of the year and in great condition. The only condition issue to note is that tiny little chip of paint on the nose right there, but it's sort of in these classic muted mossy green and pink colors that we know from California Pottery. There's a planter that's very similar to this that is a deer, and then there's another one that's a cow. And it's just a good size if you have a cactus or a succulent or just a small plant that you want, a small pothos that you want to put in here. Let me just tell you what the size is. It is 5 inches tall and 5 inches from side to side, but just a really cute little planter with a hole big enough where you could actually use it for other things as well. It's clean inside, as you can see, the only condition issue being that little issue on the snout. But so pretty. And I always love it when they put this color green and pink together, sort of mossy, sagey green. mean, look at the ears, so good. And it has sort of the classic paint treatment that we expect from California pottery. Again, I'm 98% sure they didn't mark their pieces. So we have bare bottoms. So, this is very similar to a lot of the early Shawnee or the American Bisque where they didn't mark it, but this is not the same coloring that those companies would use. But there also were so many different smaller pottery companies in the 30s and 40s in California. A lot of them were actually run by women in response to the war. So it's always hard to tell exactly which company it is. Yeah, Jamie, I love the ears on this one too.
I love how whimsical California pottery is. Do you know what I mean? It's a different kind of kitsch. Hey, Les, how are you?
Hey, Les.
It's a different kind of kitsch, yet it's very whimsical, very folk art.
Yeah, that's a good word for this, isn't it, Jason? Folk is a good word for this.
Yeah.
I think.
Love it.
So really great in that kind of collection if you have that kind of collection. But again, all those other companies, like if you have American Bisque or Shawnee pieces, they match really well with this. This is just a different sort of paint treatment on it. And for a California pottery piece, I have quite a bit of experience with them. They're surrounding me. This one has very little crazing in comparison. So this is in really good condition. So thank you for your bids, everyone. Good night, Susan. I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. So we're looking for 14 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oink end.
Love his tail.
Everybody meows when there's a cat, but nobody oinks when there's a pig.
Maybe we'll start oinking. Oink, oink.
Queso had a lot to say tonight.
What was that?
I said Queso had a lot to say tonight.
He did.
I had to mute myself. He was talking so much.
All right. So, Anne, I see you're just in case of 20, and Les came in with a just in case of 21. So, Anne, this guy is yours for $21.
All right, guys. With 165 of you here, please make sure you're following Garden Guy Bill and Enamor Amie. Both of the links to their channels are in the description right below us, along with links to their Instagram accounts as well. And Holly, thank you for dropping those links. And of course, Miss Karen G, thank you so much for being our mod and bid ender tonight. All right, gang, it's going to be $14 choice, and I have some of Tina's jewelry choices. So the first choice, both are sets. So you'll get a brooch, necklace, and earrings. So in the earrings are clip-on earrings. So your first one here is a signed Sarah Coventry. So here is the brooch in the turquoise with the marbling effect to it. It also has the faux pearls. It is very, very good clasp here on the back. You can also see the little hook there, so it could be turned into a necklace. So this is a brooch necklace combo. Very good condition, very 1950s, early 60s. And then here are your earrings. So this is your first $14 choice. I want you to be able to see that great marbling effect. Almost mimics like the old school lucite, with the gold flecks in there and stuff. So the brooch, I have some measurements. Let me check my notes here. The brooch measures about three tall by about 2.5 across. So Kelly, thank you. I see your 14. The earrings measure about an inch. They measure about an inch, and that's the way the clip-ons are on this set. So that's your old school clip-on. So that's your first set signed by Sarah Coventry. Now here are the old school turn clips. They are the spin ones. So here are your earrings for the second set. These have like the little gold flecks in there. Let's see if we can get up on that. With the great detailing around the outside. This gorgeous turquoise mimics the other one, but these are not signed. The earrings are about an inch like the other ones. So there's your one earring. Here is your other earring. More of a silver tone for the metal on this set, if that's the look you're going for. And then this one is your necklace. Look at that great turquoise look with all that speckling effect. Wow. Very 1960s. It's that I get the kind of feel of like the Jackie O era. Like this is almost what they would have worn in the early 60s. And then it has the necklace part to it. So the brooch itself on here measures just about me check this one measures just about 2¼ inches, 2¼ inches. The necklace on this, if you need to know the length, that comes in just a little over 11 inches. So this is your second choice. We're at 14, looking for 15 or more. There's no damage at all. This one is your necklace part right there. There's your back, unsigned. This one more is in the silver tone, if that's what you're looking for. Let's see if we can get in on that. Look at that. I just think it's gorgeous. It looks like faux lucite almost, you know, like the lucite jewelry and things. So there was your second set. And then I'll just show you the brooch for the first set. And this one is marked Sarah Coventry. Let me show you if we can get it to show. It's right inside here. Right inside here. Hello, Chris. How are you, Chris? And both earrings are also signed Sarah Coventry for the first set. So let me just show you again. We are at 16 on choice. You're going to get the brooch and the earrings. Here's one of the earrings to the Sarah Coventry set. So that's your first one. And we're at 16, looking for 17 with a gold tone, in the back. And then your second set is not marked, but great higher end costume jewelry. Nonetheless, this is your necklace. And then here is the earrings that match. And these are in a silver tone. So we're going to count it down. We are at 17 right now with Tammy. Thank you so much. It's on choice. So actually, before I get a mess here, let me hold the necklace and the brooch so you guys can see the two choices and know that you have matching earrings to both of the necklace or the brooch. And this one is a combo, so that can be turned into a necklace as well. So we're looking for 18, we're looking for 19, and we're doing just in case for active bidders. So let's go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Both of the earrings that come with it, both sets have earrings. They're both clip-ons. That one is your clip. This one is your twist. Is the silver. So the twist goes with the necklace. Nonetheless, all in very good condition. So just in cases are coming in. We had Kelly with a just in case of 25. There's our bid end. Anne, you came in just at 26 right before the bid end. So Anne, at 26, let me know if you want the, let's just call it Sarah or no Sarah. So Sarah for Sarah Coventry. This one is signed and this one is not signed. So, or if you want to say signed or unsigned, and you can definitely take both sets. And then Kelly, you'll have backup. But Anne, you get first choice at 26. Just let me know if you want the signed one. You got the Sarah one. Thank you so much, Kelly. I got a feeling you were going for that one, but I think this one is just as gorgeous. And this one comes with the earrings as well. So let me hold up one of these earrings so you can see. And it looks like, Tammy, you would have backup if Kelly says no. So, Kelly, you could have this set at 25. And Tammy, you would have backup at 17. And then we'd be at Chris at 16. So, Kelly, let me know if you're interested at this set for 25. This one is the unsigned. Pass, you wanted the Sarah Coventry. That's fine. So, Tammy, let me know if you're interested at 17. So, Tammy, you could have 17. And, Tammy, if you pass, then Chris, you will have back up at 16. So I'll watch the comments. But Tammy, that one could be yours for 17. All right, Amy.
Okay. My next item is going to start at 35.
Okay.
And a couple weeks ago, I had the salt and pepper shakers of the Franciscan Atomic Starburst. I can't believe I found another piece of this, but here we are. And I'm starting at 35 because it does have a little chip right there to the stoneware. Okay. And I did note in my 7 lights that are on up here, there are a couple utensil marks in here. I did not try and clean this with Barkeeper's Friend, but I imagine most of the time when I clean Pyrex with Barkeeper's Friend, those utensil marks will come right out. And they're not super, you can see they're right in there. Okay. But this would be, excuse me, the vegetable or the serving bowl with the little indented handles that you could easily pass your dishes around the table to serve out of. One of my favorite kitchen pieces, I can't believe I found another piece of this, never being able to bring any before. But it is oven safe. It is the Franciscan Atomic Starburst made in California. This does date to the 1950s. They only produced this pattern, I believe, 1954 to 1959. So they didn't produce it super long. So there's not a lot of pieces of this out there. And usually when I come across this, they're like $80 to $100 a piece. So I found this at the Collectors Carnival in Southern Indiana a couple weekends ago. Very excited to bring this. And if there is nobody interested in this, and I will bring it back to the recap. And if nobody claims in the recap, I will be happy to keep it for myself. So my kitchen is teal. So Chris, did you want the other piece?
Yep, we got it all taken
You got
care
it all
of.
taken
We
care
got it
of.
all
All right.
taken care of. And you got Jamie.
Jamie, I see you're 35. Thank you so much. And we're looking for 36 or more. It is 8 inches in diameter, and it is not a perfectly round piece. So it is slightly over 8 inches in one direction. They never made their pieces completely round, which I thought was interesting. But there are so many different serving pieces to this kitchen set. I love this. I would love to see an entire kitchen decorated with this. So the spots in here are definitely a turquoise and then kind of that avocado greenish yellow color is the other color that's in there. Love it so much. So Jamie's in at 35 and I see Terry just came in at 40. So we're looking for 41 or more. Again, this is the vegetable, AKA the serving bowl. A lot of people just call this the vegetable bowl. But we'll count this down because we still have a few rounds to get to and our lightning rounds at the end as well. All right. Jamie's back in at 41. We're looking for 42 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, and your parents got it for a wedding gift and still use it. That's awesome. Love that.
Such a good pattern, Amy.
Can't beat the speckled. I love the speckled glaze. Just so good. All right, there is a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So let's see. Jamie was at 41. Terry came in at 42. Terry had a just in case of 48. But Terry, you didn't need your just in case. This is coming to you for 42. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All righty, Bill.
$10, Jason. And you probably have all figured out right now, I take my job as uncle very seriously. And one thing I love to do is find old games for them to play. And I have this amazing set of Whitman card games. There are 5 different games in this box, original box from Whitman. As you can see, Old Maid and Rummy, Hearts, Crazy Eights, and Snap. And inside the box, they are all boxed in amazing graphics.
Oh, wow.
These are so good.
Aren't they great? And they were played with. But they're still in good condition. The only one that has a condition issue that I'll point out is the Crazy Eights. Look at that graphic. Isn't that amazing?
And the cards are
the top was
the cards are so good in these.
They are.
Oh, I know. Let's look at some actually because I looked at them for a long time.
Oh my God, they're so good. Yeah. Oh my, yeah. Put these in flower frogs, or even if you part them out in decor. These would be great. I always wanted a glass top coffee table to spread those cards out underneath. Oh my God, these are so good and so graphic.
And there are 5 sets of them.
And they're not easy to find, especially because Whitman changed them throughout the years. They changed some of the different graphics, and like that Old Maid. That and the Hearts. I've never seen the Hearts one. The Hearts one is really good. Look at those kitschy bears.
The graphics on the Animal Rummy game are my favorite of all the card games that they put out. Those are definitely my favorite.
The Old Maid.
The fox and the owl in that set are the best.
They all still have instructions, by the way.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, look.
Oh yeah.
What chick?
Like you could use that in your Easter. Like that would be great in the fall. Could you imagine using that in your fall decor? Oh my. And then like graduation time, Mr. Wise Owl. Oh, these are great. Wow, the little
Yeah,
land.
it's really fun. The fact that all of the card games are still here in their boxes, 4 of the 5 boxes are in really good condition, no tears or rips to them at all, and in their original box as well. Now the box has been taped right here. There was a tear in the box right here, but other than that, you're getting the whole set. It's like with the start price, that's like $2 a deck. Someone did use this next to their telephone at some point, and they wrote down some telephone numbers, which I think even cooler, right?
That's amazing. Yep.
So
that's great.
I don't know if anyone wants to try to give these numbers a call and see who's there today, but really,
is Jenny's number there, Bill?
867. This was before 8675309, Jason.
Is Stacy's mom on there too?
No? Oh gosh.
No. But really fun.
Maybe the Domino's Pizza. Is Domino's Pizza on there?
I don't know who these people are. They're just randos. They're randos.
Do you remember the number that you used to have to dial to find out what time it was?
Yeah.
On the temperature.
Yep.
Yeah, and the temperature. Do they still have that?
I don't know.
It's called our iPhone, I think.
It's called, what is it? Who's the one? Alexa. It's Alexa. That's what it is now. Alexa, what time is it?
That's not as fun, though.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's funny that you say that, Karen. So Chris and I, our phone number was inherited from apparently an air conditioning company. So once every year or two, we get someone wanting us to come and repair their air conditioner. So funny. All right, thank you everyone for your bids. I thought this was a really cool thing. And again, it is by Whitman.
That is
so
good.
It gives a sense of the age too. So I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I'll admit, I don't know what Snap is. I don't think I've ever played it.
No, me neither. Okay.
Interesting. I probably should have checked it out before I brought it. Okay, goodness. Okay, thank you, Karen, for the bid end. So let's see. Jan had a JIC of 40, Sherry 45, Ann 40, Noelle 87, Kim had a bid of 27, Jan of 46. So Noelle has the highest just in case, and the next highest bid was 46. So Noelle, these are yours for $47. Thank you so much.
Oh, I missed Jan down there. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm slacking here. All right. Is it my turn now? Yeah, it's my turn now, isn't it? Oh, I'm all turned around. All right. $10, and you're going to get these shakers. Where did it? There we go. So $10, and these are your mid-century gazelles. These are made by Thames. They're just missing their Thames label. They do have their original corks. Again, $10 start on these. There's no damage. If you guys love mid-century goodness, these are definitely going to fit that decor. These are pretty popular, pretty known in the mid-century community as like the quintessential shakers for your mid-century decor. So usually when I find them, there's usually a nick for some reason on the nose, or they're very prone to get the nicks on the tails. But these are in very good condition. They measure just about 3 inches tall by about 3 inches wide. So they're a great piece of ceramic from the 1960s, probably the 1950s into the 60s. They do have their corks in the bottom. Very good condition, no chips, no cracks. I don't think, one has larger holes. They have the same number of holes. A lot of them did that back then, but one is a little larger than the other. So it depended if you really loved your salt or your pepper. So let me show you the great details up close on these. I just think these are super neat, and just $10, you could add them to your mid-century decor. They'd look great with all sorts of your Hager pottery. They would look great with all of your mid-century glass. Again, who doesn't love a good gazelle when it comes to the 1960s mid-century decor? Again, there's no damage on these. They have also great earth tones, so they would look great in all sorts of decor. And they measure about 3 inches tall by 3 inches wide. And they are made by Thames. So let me show you back here.
Jason, I'm going to give you credit. These are deer adjacent.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
mean, they are like a cousin to the deer. So,
Okay, so it
we'll
does.
give you a pass tonight, Jason.
All right, thank you. I try. And again, with the way the back is, it almost has like a deco kind of feel to it, because I do know a lot of gazelles were used in the Art Deco theme. So if you guys are into that feel as well, it's almost as if the gazelle's jumping over the moon. But again, just $10, and honest to God, these used to command 4 times that at one time. They were that collectible, but just $10, and you could have your own set of Thames gazelle shakers in very good condition.
And they sort of look like the sculpt of a larger Royal Hager
They
gazelle
do.
piece, right?
They do that. And that's why I was saying, if you guys love your Hager, but you want to have something on your tabletop, these would look great with your glass. Again, the fact that there's no major chips, there's no major cracks. They still have their original cork bottoms, and they're small. They measure about 3 by 3. Look at how they did great detailing on that. But I'll just offer them for another moment to see about the lag. But just $10, and you could have the set of shakers. I did count the holes, each one. Well, wait, that's right. Thank you, Deanna. Look at Deanna. This one is your 4-hole, and that one is your 5-hole. My gosh. Thank you, Deanna. So we do have a designated salt and designated pepper. So again, $10, but if there's no interest, we'll bring them back during the recap, and we're going to keep it moving and get you over here, Amie. How much is your next item?
We're going to start the next item at 18.
You got it.
And I have never been able to find this guy before. I've only seen pictures of him. So we'll start with the bottom first. Okay. So we'll start with the foil sticker. So we have a blue UNESCO foil sticker, and that would indicate older UNESCO from the 1950s. And here we go. It's little Jack Horner sat in the corner eating his Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum, and boy, what a good boy am I. I've seen pictures, but I'd never ever been able to see one of these in person. And I was actually surprised when I saw it at how large it is. I always thought that it was a small figurine, and he is large. So he is relatively good shape. You can see that there are a couple little spots of cold paint loss. Most of it is on the back of his shirt right there, but pretty good. And so the black and the green and the pink are all cold paint as well. I'm not sure about the purple. I've never seen purple cold paint, so I'm not really sure if that is fired on or not, but I do know that most of the rest of him is. But he has a darling little face with his little eyelashes. So much good detail on this piece. And as far as I know, he is just a standalone. I have never seen any other storybook or nursery rhyme figurines from UNESCO. I do know that Napco made very tiny miniature ones as several different stories, but I've never seen any more from this. And Napco had their storybook line as well. So if you guys know, or you have something, do either one of you know if there's any other pieces that go with him?
I've never even had one of these. They're, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, these are scarce. I don't know if they didn't make a lot of them, or a lot of them got played with and broken, because
I'm not sure.
I've never had one nor seen one in person.
I mean, if you guys
yesterday.
Yeah. So if you guys have followed me for any amount of time, like my specialty is kind of mid-century ceramics, and for me to not know a whole lot about this guy and the fact that he is huge, I don't know much about him, otherwise that he is very hard to find. So again, I like the little pink detailing that is painted on the bench. He's so cute. He would look great displayed with some nursery rhyme books, something like that. So measurement for him, he is 6 inches tall by 4 inches wide. So that is the size. He's definitely a larger figurine. We're going to start a countdown on him. We still have a couple more rounds to get to tonight, and our lightning rounds. So put in those final bids, and just in cases, you guys. Leslie's at 20, so we're looking for 21 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
The fact that his thumb isn't broken off, the fact that all that cold paint,
I know.
even the flesh tone doesn't have like the newspaper haze that it gets.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so good.
It is really good.
And I literally found him at like this tiny itty bitty little antique market in the middle of nowhere in Indiana. So you just never know when you're going to find stuff. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you again, Karen. Kim Tucker, your just in case did come in after the bid end. So I saw Leslie was at 20. KB came in with a just in case of 41 before the bid end. So KB is going to take it for 21. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Bill.
$18, Jason. And I have a beautiful piece of hand-painted milk glass. But unlike the ones we've shown recently, this one is not Fenton. This is a Westmoreland piece. And it has, let me see if I can show you. The Westmoreland mark is on the bottom. And a lot of people call this style of hand painting the roses and the bows. But actually, this is the paneled grape. And you can actually see the panels and the grapes right here. The hand painting just went over it. So oftentimes these were sold with no hand painting, but the special ones actually were hand painted. And it is a covered hand painted little trinket dish or small candy dish. It is on the smaller side, which I think is one of the nice features of it. It's 4.5 inches tall, and it just has this beautiful hand painting with roses and forget-me-nots all over it. And then this beautiful finial up here with the gold dots painted all around it. It's in great condition, no chips or cracks, no problems with the paint either. All the paint is there on all of the panels, and you can really see the panel, how it gets its name, the panels here, and then the grape detail right here. Fenton also has a panels in grape. I don't know. I guess that was a popular motif at some point. But you actually can see a lot of differences in the hand painting here between what you see in Fenton. And one of the things I'll point out is the use of purple here.
And you know what, Bill, when I even find these, especially this style dish by them, a lot of the paint's worn. And this looks brand new. Yeah. This looks like the day it was painted. Agree.
This is in really good condition. And again, it has to be a special piece of milk glass for me to even walk up to it anymore. But I'm a sucker for the hand painting when it's these really soft floral motifs. I can't say no to them. I think it's just so pretty. And again, pretty small. Would be great if you're someone who just needs a little bit of M&Ms, right? Just a little bit.
Or needs just a little bit of M&Ms. That's what I need to know.
I don't know what butter bits look like yet, but I imagine one or two could fit in here.
Oh, they'll fit in there just fine.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a chance.
I'm not sure that it would stay full very long, though.
Nothing that's sweet stays full in my house anyway. So even if it had a lock on it, I'd find a way. All right, I'm going to go ahead and count it down because we want to get through our last few rounds quickly so we can get to our lightning round.
And they're good. They're
good. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Well, hello, Karen Lord. Nice to see you. I don't know if you've been here long. I just saw you for the first time.
She hopped in a couple rounds ago.
Got it. All right, just waiting for that bid end from our awesome bid ender, Karen Gillette, just over the border. And there it is. So Patty Rose had a just in case of 26. James had a 20. Patty Rose, this is yours for 21. Thank you so much.
Okay. And Amie, are we good from the last round? Is everything okay?
What do you mean?
I just didn't know if we needed to do any housekeeping or anything.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. $18 for my next round. And I didn't preview this because I forgot to. So $18 start. This is your Fenton. This is what they called their crack rose. And this is in the colonial green. So it's in the colonial green. Now, one of the hobnails is a little rough. And this is prior to the stamp. So this is prior 1971. Now, what I love about these is, and I don't find these that often anymore, So it's just $18 start. Is that if you guys have one of these little tea lights, and mine you did work, doesn't want to work now. These make great little fairy lights. So you pop that in there. You guys go out to your little patio, your little deck. You throw that in there. You got your little Regal Beagle right there in the backyard. So these make great little fairy lamps. So this is in very good condition. Just $18 start on this. Let me give you some measurements. It's about 4 3/4 inches tall on this, and the hobnail on it with that little fairy light in there just makes a great little like twinkle effect. I almost like this a little bit more than your traditional fairy light. So again, this is the Fenton cracked egg, or it doubles as a rose bowl. You know, some folks call it the rose bowl, or they call it the cracked egg. But super cute, super great, very mod, you know, looking very 60s. It is in the colonial green. Again, I think these make great little fairy lights. Let me hold my black up behind so hopefully you guys can see what I'm saying.
What was the height, Jason?
The height on it, it measures about 4 3/4 inches tall. So it's a nice size. So again, I think these are great. You could even put these on your mantle. Again, I'm showing you how I like to use it as a little fairy light. A lot of times these were prone to get chips on the legs. There are no chips, no cracks. One of the little hobnails is just a little bit on the rougher side. So just for the lag, I'll wait another moment, see if there's any interest in this. Again, it is in the colonial blue, and the colonial green. This is made by Fenton. Again, these are great to use for, they're also great to throw straws in. They're great to use for little cocktail stirs. They're great little universal pieces of glass made by Fenton. And like I showed you, they do double as little fairy lights. So yes, thank you, Lisa. I do agree. It is a great color. Again, you could use this at Easter time. Also, they were known as little rose bowls. But if there's no interest, that's okay. We can bring it back in the recap. And thank you. I see you at 18. So we are looking for 19 or more. Again, it measures almost 5 inches. It's in between 4 3/4 and almost 5 inches tall. You can see a gorgeous piece by Fenton. And if you like this color, you can find them in the colonial blue. They did their honey amber, all sorts of their other colors they did. So we'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're just looking for 19 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette. Thank you, Karen, for sticking with us tonight. I know we're going a little longer than we normally do, but we're trying to get some extra rounds in. And Holly, thank you for assisting as well. There's the bid end. So Anne, it's coming to you for $18. And we're in our last round with Amy.
We are. We're in our last official round, and then we'll go into our lightning rounds after that. All right, so my next item is going to be a choice starting at $8, and I have some itty bitty little children's books up next, and I have 4 available to choose from. So I just wanted to show you the condition before we get into what the titles are. So you can see there is some wear on the binding and some wear on some of the covers, and I will go through these. I'm not going to show you every single page on every book, but I just want to show you. So these were all Amy Jo. My middle name's not Joe. These were not mine. So Amy Jo has a little inscription in the front of all of these little books. They are Rand McNally Tom Thumb books, and they do all date to 1944. Okay. So the first one here is Nursery Rhymes. And there's a lot of cute little stories and illustrations that go through these. How cute. Baba Black Sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 blacks full. There's Mary's Lamb, all sorts of good little stories in here in that one. So that's your first choice at $8, Nursery Rhymes. And your next choice is going to be Christopher's Cat. This one's very cute. Again, there's little Amy Jo's. She didn't want anybody taking her books. She was
graphics.
Careful to not. I'm not going to show you too many graphics. This is a cute little story. I have read this one before, but there are cute little graphics that go through this one. I love the little illustrations that are in the front and back covers too. Okay, so Christopher's cat. Third choice is Princess Rose and the King. All right, there's Amie Jo again on the cover there. There's not any tears or anything that I remember seeing in any of these books. They just have like the wear on the binding, but they're pretty good shape for 1944, I would say. And then your last choice is Bill Bunny's New Home. It's you in kitschy bunny form, Bill.
Oh my God. I love this. This bunny is so
Amie Jo's signature again. Very cute little animal graphics that go through the book in this one. Very, very cute. I love these tiny little books. I don't come across them super often, but all right. So those are your 4 choices, and they do all measure 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, all from 1944, all coming straight from the collection of Little Amie Jo. Okay. So let's count these down. So you're bidding on choice. Susan, I see you're 8 and Christine's at 10. So we're counting them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Do you remember the tiny little golden books that are like this big? I haven't seen one of those in forever.
I almost had a whole collection of them a couple of days ago, but I had to walk out of the antique store, and Jason knows why.
Oh, no, not that place, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh,
gosh. All right. I see Susan came in at 11. Christine's at 15. There is the bid in from Karen. Christine came in with a just in case of 20. But Christine, you didn't need your just in case, so you get first choice at 15. You can say nursery, cat, Rose, or princess, or Bill, if you want Bill. Put Bill down in the chat. He wants a home. Yes. Or a combination. You want them all. You got it. Good choice. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay,
Bill.
I'm going to start this at 14, Jason, and I'm going to end the regular rounds with a last piece of Enesco. I have this gorgeous little Dutch girl. And from what I know about her, she came in 2 styles. She came in with her arm up in the air with this little thing that was meant to hold something. Amie, I don't know if you know what she was meant to hold. If she's an umbrella girl. Oh, she's a flag?
Flag.
I imagine you could find some little tulips, though, and put them in there. It's really, really cute. But she also came in another version with her arm down. But on this version, she has her little poodle friend who is chained around her arm. So I thought she was really fun for this time of the year. I think I said this in another sale. Spring always makes me think of Holland. She just has a blue Japan stamp on the bottom, but I did see several others online that had an Enesco stamp on the bottom. Yes. So does she have a Dutch flag?
There's a figurine that doesn't have a poodle that has a flag with it. It's just like a ceramic flag. But this one, I think, probably had a parasol with the poodle.
Yeah, it's
I've not seen that version of it.
If the arm were a little lower, I might think it was a bouquet, but the arm is high enough where you actually, I think it's a parasol. And actually, she's the sort of scale where like one of those cocktail-sized parasols would work really well for her. But I know a lot of people, even on Etsy, they manufacture for these because they get lost so much because oftentimes they were ceramic as well. But I actually did not see anywhere a version of her with anything in this, so they've been lost to time. But I thought with the little chain poodle, she was really cute for this time of the year, and her sculpt is really good. Everything is outlined in gold. She doesn't have any cracks or so Jamie had the same one. Hi, Jamie. And it was missing. So it's, I don't know. I took a picture of her because I want to continue to find out if I can find one that actually has what she would have had originally in here. But so cute. She has gold bows in her hair and this beautiful face with those rosy lips and those cheeks as well. Really, really cute.
Love her poodle, Bill.
Yeah, it's fun that Poodle is still here. I've seen her again with this parasol hole online. None of them that I saw actually had the Poodle. This is the only one I've ever seen. And as you can see, the poodle is affixed around her wrist, but really fun.
Did you see what Jamie said? Yeah, it looks like she is holding a cup of cheer, like a booze, like a cup of. She could be. Hey, yeah. Me and the poodle getting schnookered.
But we're going to move it along since we're almost at our last item.
All right, guys, it's going to be $10 choice, and I know you guys love your minis, and I was thinking these were sort of unique. So it's going to be $10 choice, and I have 2 identical sets. Wait, you got 14, Bill. Hang on here. Hold on.
I see that. But Robert, you're right. She does look like the Betsy Ross salt and shaker, and I have the Betsy Ross and the guy, the soldier too. They will be coming to a sale closer to and the spoon rest. Anyway, so thank you, Jan, for your bid. I'm going to go ahead and count it down quickly. So if anyone else is interested, it's going to be quick. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Great get, Jan.
Yeah, so glad she's going to have a home.
And again, thank you, Karen Gillette. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, all the mods dropping all the info in. As I get my item back up, Jan, it's yours for 14. Thank you. Please make sure you're following Garden Guy Bill and Enamor Amie. The links to their channels are down below. And follow us all on Instagram. Our links are in the description. So $10 choice. I know we love our minis here. I have 2 sets of these. I thought they were super unique. They are porcelain little figurines. The little gondola style boat is stamped Japan. So just $10 per set. They are identical. So we'll move through this very quickly. If anybody's interested, these are little porcelain minis. You get the little fisherman's boat. I just love this. All these are in great condition. It's a heavier porcelain. So it has its made in Japan label on the bottom. So then what's great about these fishes is that they are made to stand, but they are also made to lay. So depending in your little figurines, however you want to do it, you could lay the fish down. Now, I'm not too sure if the thought process was this was the fisherman's boat, and then these were the catch, but they're little, the scale's a little off, but these are just super cute little porcelain made in Japan fish. One looks more, one like a trout. I don't know my fish too well, but these are just great little figurines, especially decorating in your summer decor, or if you guys have a certain kind of a bathroom, which I shouldn't talk about anymore. So just $10, you're going to get the whole little set of 3. They are made in Japan. I'll give you the measurements real quick. The boat and this fish here measure 3 inches long. So that measures 3 inches long. The knight, and this one measures just about 2.5. So $10, and I have 2 sets of these. If there's any interest, I'll show them to you as I sit them down. There's the other fish. There's great details on these. And then here is the fisherman's boat, which I just think is really neat. I think this is really different. Stamped Japan on the bottom. Okay, Robin, I got you at 15. I have 2 sets, so we're going to do a quick countdown. Just let me know if you want 1 or 2. So we're going to go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Robin. Just let me know then if you want 1 or 2. They are identical. No chips, no cracks. And these great porcelain little mini figurines, about 2.5 inches, and they're about 3 inches. And again, you can lay them multiple ways. I feel like they were used for something because they put a little spot in there. Not too sure. So there's the bid end. So Robin, just let me know if you want 1 or 2, and I can. Okay, they're both yours. Thank you so much, guys. We'll get everybody up here real quick. We're going to start our lightning rounds. Bill, would you explain to him how it's going to work?
Only if you put the graphic up.
I'm working on it. Wait, it's right here. There it is.
You gotta have that graphic.
All right, everyone. We are at the point in our broadcast. We are going to bring you some really quick claim items. What we mean by this is we are going to show you an item, describe it briefly, and then we are going to tell you what the price is. And anyone who is interested in claiming that item will type in a letter from the alphabet that we say. So we aren't going to say the price or the letter until the end of our description. Some things we might be able to describe very quickly, some things not. The first person to type that letter in, not the price, we're looking for the letter that we say, will claim that item. There's no countdown. There's no, it just goes to the first person with the fastest internet. So quite frankly, if you think you may want to bid on something, even though you don't know what we're bringing, this is a really good time to go out and refresh.
Absolutely.
So are we going to go one by one or do all three?
Let's do one by one. So we'll go Amie, then we'll just keep on moving. And this is going to be lightning fast, guys. So get your phones ready. All right, Amie.
Get those typing fingers ready. All right. So my first lightning round item is this hand-painted little Russian style doll spoon. So this is actually coming straight out of my teal kitchen. I actually found a new piece to go in her place. I bought this off Instagram several years ago from a vintage Instagram shop on Instagram. But she is very cutely painted. So the colors in her are yellow and teal, and she is a wooden spoon. Okay. So I just kind of had her leaning up against the shelf where I had her. There is a tiny, tiny little hole that's drilled up at the top. I'm not sure what this is back here. I think maybe it might have been a signature at one point in time, but there is a tiny little hole that you might be able to poke something through and get her to hang, or you could nail her to the wall. But she is varnished, so her paint's not going to get scratched off or anything like that. You definitely could use the spoon too if you wanted to. All right, so she is 10.5 inches long, and she's going to be $10. Okay, so spoon's going to be $10, and her letter, the first person to type in, if you're interested, her letter is going to be letter G. Letter G for the little Russian nesting girl spoon. I think she has baked a cake, and she is taking it to somebody as a gift. Very, very cute. All right. I see, Anne, you were quick on the draw on that one. So you corrected yourself in time. So this is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Bill.
Okay, Jason, I have, Jason showed an old piece of glass earlier today, and I also have a very old piece of glass. If you saw my video at the Amazing Glass store here in New Jersey, this piece came from that glass store. And the reason I'm bringing it tonight is the owner there, who's a glass expert, and I had a conversation about this piece. Just like Jason, it's difficult to sometimes say what the companies are. This is either a very early Fenton piece or more likely a Northwood piece, but it is not stamped N at the bottom. So if that's the case, it's even older. This is the panel and rib design. So you can see the panel and the ribs coming down, and obviously it's white opalescent. There is one rough spot around the edge, but isn't this beautiful? As I'm turning it around, I'm trying to find the rough spot. Let me look with my actual eyes. Right here. It's right there. And the other thing to know about this is the clarity is good. It looks to me like someone at some point used some artificial flowers in here, because I don't know if it's going to pick up. Yeah, so there is some surface scratching there. It's looking really good on the inside. Mm-hmm. So I imagine someone put some artificial flowers in here that had that wire down at the bottom that wasn't coated. So just know that that's in there, which is the reason for the price. And then there is one bubble, one inclusion in it. Again, typical of this old glass, because this, like Jason's, this is probably 1910s, 1920s, but it is just a stunning piece, beautiful. So and it is 11 inches long, so it's 2 inches longer than the one we saw earlier today. So if anyone's interested in this, it is going to be $18. $18 for this probably 100 or more years old vase. So it is going to be letter N, N as in Nancy, if anyone's interested.
Again, guys, these are quick claims. So you're going to have to listen and wait to hear the amount. And then you'll have to hear what initial we give or letter we give. And that's how you're going to claim it. So it's different from the auction rounds.
Thank you, everyone. Laura, this goes to you. Thank you so much.
So again, just before you guys get caught up in a lag or anything, again, these are the lightning rounds. These are called quick claims. So what we're going to do is we're going to describe the item to you. Then we're going to give you the price, and then we're going to give you a letter, and that's the letter that you need to put in the chat. So we want it to be fair. We want everyone to get what they want. But again, remember, gang, you're not going to see an amount on the screen. You're going to get a description like what I'm going to do right now, and then we'll give you an amount and then a letter. So I have choice on some Daisy button glass. These are the older pieces of Daisy button glass. I'm not sure the manufacturer, but I can tell you that the shoe is the older Daisy button because it has the serrated on the bottom for where you would strike the match. So this one is a little different, little older than the ones I showed earlier, okay? No damage, just a little rougher on the mold marks because it's older. So that's your first choice. Then you have the Daisy button hat. These were used as match holders. They were used for all sorts of other things, but that's a great little top hat. And I love top hats this time of the year because of heading into the 4th of July. That would be great in your 4th of July display. So no damage. It's going to be choice on the Daisy button pieces of glass. They're going to be $10 choice. And the first person who puts in the letter A can pick which one they want or both of them. And they're going to be $10 choice. So it's going to be $10 on the shoe or the hat. Daisy button clear glass. They are the older ones, probably prior to the 40s, I would say. Noelle, you're the first one at A, so let me know if you want the shoe or the hat. You can take both. Tammy, you will have backup. So Noelle, you got first choice. You just let me know. They're both yours. Noelle, thank you so much. We'll get Amie up here.
Okay. All right. I have a very unusual piece up next. I have a very cool tin litho frog noisemaker. And you can see that the paint on him is really good. I'm going to see if I can get it to focus. Down here at the bottom edge, it does say made in Germany. Okay. And it is made by the Gene Company. And it is from the 1960s. And it is a clicker. So it is a noisemaker frog. There is the back. And I will click him once for you because he is rather loud. So just once. Okay. That's it. We're not going to do any more clicking. Okay. But he's very cool. Great for spring or summer displays. Measurement for him. He's 3¼ inches long. Okay. So he sits, he can sit flat too. Just a little raised froggy. Okay. So if you're interested in Froggy Noisemaker, again, made in Germany, he will be $12. Okay. Froggy will be $12 and his letter is R. R for ribbit, 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 letter R for the frog noisemaker at $12.
God, Amie, he's in spectacular condition.
Yeah, he's really good. Okay. He was a popular guy.
Yeah.
I see that.
I'm not even seeing it on my screen.
Okay, now they're populating. I saw them come in my phone first before they came in StreamYard. All right. So Jan Alderdice is the first R that I see on my end. Congratulations, Jan. Thank you so much.
All right, Bill.
Okay, this is my only choice round of the whole evening. How interesting that it wasn't until the end. I have two beautiful planters. These are both USA Pottery companies. I have this gorgeous, look at this green glaze on this. And this is a big one. This planter is 6 inches tall and 4 inches from side to side. And this is an Upgo planter, UPCO, one of the USA Pottery companies, in great condition. Minor crazing, no chips, no cracks, gorgeous, beautiful, in such great condition. I love it. And I have a second one, and I brought it because they're kind of like cousins. I have this much smaller one,
that one's good.
But all these amazing deco lines on it, right? Yeah. And this is 5 inches tall from top to bottom, and has a USA Pottery mark. I don't know what company it is, but what's even cooler about this is it's pretty cool the way that it is, but it also comes in a stand.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, how neat is that?
That's awesome.
And it sits really nicely in that. So you have options to display it with or without the stand. And let me put them side by side so you can get a sense of the size difference. But I wanted to bring them together because the lines to me are so similar. But this glaze on this one, it's like everything. I love it. So this is going to be choice, and they're going to be $17 for choice. And it's the first person to type in the letter B as in Bill, if anyone's interested. choice on this one, and we'll just call them larger or smaller. And the first person I see is Noelle. So Noelle, you have first choice. You can either choose the larger one with the beautiful glaze or the smaller one with the really cool deco lines in the holder. So Noelle's going to take the smaller one. Perfect. Next was Caroline. Caroline, are you interested in the larger one? And obviously pass.
And then Patty I have next.
Yep.
And that doubles on my phone too. So, man, they were popular, Bill. They were really good. That one reminded me of like a movie theater, like all those 1930s style
like the
movie theaters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Caroline, we're just waiting to hear if you wanted this one, the bigger one with the drip glaze at the top. She wanted the smaller one. So, Patty Rose, you're next. Would you like the larger one? And then after Patty Rose is Anne.
Our lag tightened a little bit.
So Patty Rose is going to take the larger one. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations.
So happy that my planters are getting good homes.
All right, guys, let me get myself scrolled all the way down. My next item is going to be, now the reason why I'm doing this as a quick claim is I cannot find the age on this. Now, it has a very old look to it. It is a fox. It's a little trinket jar. It is made of porcelain, and it is like Balique style porcelain, if you're familiar with that. That's how it feels. So they did give it some characteristics, some details. They did paint on a nose and some eyes. It has a very early kind of feel to it, but I don't know. So there's the inside. There's no damage. It has a luster to it. So it has like a light yellow, creamy luster to it. It's like a little pin dish or a little jewelry box. There you can see. So again, I'm not sure the age of it. Let me get that off there. So I don't know the age of it, but I think it's really neat nonetheless. There's actually details of shells and coral down here on the bottom. So you can see the shells and the coral. And it has the fox on the top, which like we were discussing earlier, foxes are a little harder to find. The trinket box measures about 3¼ inches tall by 5 inches wide. It's going to be $15 if anybody's interested. The first person to put in the letter B can have this trinket box. Again, I'm not sure of the age. Anything I could find had European. It was all over in the UK if you wanted to purchase one. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure how old it is. But if anyone's interested in the old trinket box, wow, we had a lot of people. All right, Noelle, you're the first person I see. So Noelle, congratulations. It's coming to you. There you go, Amy.
Ooh, okay. I am not in focus. But my next item is, these are pretty cool.
Oh, they are.
Okay. Cool. So these are flower place card holders. Okay. You can see the little slit on the back. If you recognize the style of these, Commodore is who made these, and we do have a foil sticker on the bottom. Commodore made the little Christmas set with all of the little angels and the snowmen in the long box. So there are 8 total little flowers, and they're all different colors and sizes. There's no chips that I know that I could find or anything. They're all in really good shape. This red one here that looks like maybe it looks like a Christmas flower.
Poinsettia.
Poinsettia. Thank you. Wow, I couldn't think of that. Has the sticker. That's the only one that has the foil sticker. So they're great for, displaying greeting cards or photographs, ephemera pieces, if you don't want to use them as place card holders. There's definitely multi-use for these. The flowers all do measure about 2 inches tall. There's 8 in total. They are made by Commodore, Japan. They are going to be $16 for the set. So you're going to get all of them together, $16. Their letter is going to be the letter S for summer. I just love the little flowers scattered about. They would be super cute. All right. The lag is weird today. All right. Noelle is the first S that I see on my end. So congratulations, Noelle. These are coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Bill. Oh, you're muted, Bill.
Sorry. My last quick claim is this cute little set of Siamese cats.
Oh, wow.
They are made in Japan, and they're in great condition. Each of them has a tiny little paint loss at the tip of one of the ears, but other than that, amazing condition. I mean, this tail is still intact. So, so good. And this is coming as a set. I'm not splitting them up. And yeah, other than the fact that they're in really good condition and that the larger one is 3 inches tall, this is just about 2 inches tall, the one in the front. I just love the way they look together. So they're staying together. So they are going to be $14 for the set if anyone is interested. And it will be the first person to type in the letter Z. The letter Z.
Ooh, you went with a tough one.
I still don't. Tina never sent me my Scrabble tiles, so I don't know.
I'll personally deliver them to you. So, all right, you got Les.
All right, Les, thanks so much. They're yours.
All right, guys, you're gonna get all of these. I bought a bag of these. I sold 2 sets in an earlier sale with Amie like a week or so ago. So you're gonna get everything that I have remaining. You're going to get 8 of the mini birds, but there's no damage to them. I'm not sure if they're hobbyist or what they are, but they're cute. So this one's a little different. This one's a little chubber. This one's a little chubby bird, so you're going to get all 8 of them. So I'm just going to show them to you real quick. Remember, there's no damage. You're going to get this one. And then I got 2 little blue birds. You're going to get the 2 different little blue birds. You're going to get them all. I had another little yellow one. You're going to get 8 total. You're going to get all of them for one price. Then I have these darker brown ones. One has a blue breast, one has a yellow breast. And then this one is super unique. This one has the longest tail out of all of them. And he's the longest one at 2 inches. So if you guys love your minis, you're going to get all these little mini birds. It's a total of 8. I'm not sure if they're hobbyists. They have California Pottery feels. So you're going to get all 8 for $15. $15 if anybody's interested. The first person to put in the letter C is going to get them all. You're going to get all 8 mini birds. You guys can craft with them. You guys could put them in your mini shelves. They're all in great condition. 8 little mini birds, about 2 inches long. The first person, and Noel, congratulations. They're yours. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done with the lightning rounds. There we go. All right. So does anybody have a recap? All right. Bill, do you want to explain to them how a recap works? Oh, Bill's still muted.
Sorry, there's cooking happening in the house right now, so I didn't want everyone to hear it. So we're at that point in our broadcast where we are going to allow the items that weren't claimed earlier one last opportunity to find a home. Maybe you weren't here earlier, maybe you needed some time to think about it. So we're going to show you any items that weren't claimed. We'll go one by one, and we will quickly tell you what you need to know about the item. We'll tell you what the start price is, and we move quickly during the recap. So if you're interested, you can put your bid into the chat, and if you are the only person who bids, the item goes to you. If there are multiple claims, we will start the offer up where you can put in higher bids, and then we will do a countdown. Karen Gillette will remain our bid ender during the countdown, and it's as simple as that.
Yep. Amie, do you have anything to recap?
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. Yep. And we also do offer just in case during that as well. So if you're an active person claiming, you can do it just in case.
Quick housekeeping. The only email that I do not have information for is Terry Valente. She's a new customer for me. So Terry, if you're still watching, please make sure and send your info tonight, as I will be doing my invoicing pretty early tomorrow. So make sure and send that to me. If I don't hear from you, I likely will pass the item to the next person in line. So make sure and email me your information. I do have everybody else's. So thank you to the new people tonight that already sent that to me. So I did have from my little log pixie choice round, I had the little red pixie left. He does have some cold paint loss on his leg there. He is just stamped Red Japan. The back of him has a little cold paint loss on the back of his leg. He measures 3.5 by 3 1/4. I was asking 24 for the log pixie. So if you're interested in him, all you have to do is type in pixie 24 or elf 24, whatever is easier for you if you're interested in him. And that is all I had. Thank you guys so much. All right, Fish Mom, I see you're 24 unless I see somebody else come in. He is coming to you. Thank you so much.
That's a good claim because these ones with those big ears are exceedingly difficult to find. So congratulations. So my only item came from my first round. It wasn't claimed and it was $8. Was this adorable little Enesco made in Japan little frog guy, maybe Neil the frog or his grandfather, just hanging out in the beach. Little mug.
Kevin. It's Kevin the frog.
Kevin the frog.
He's Kevin the frog.
Yeah.
The frog mug is 4 inches tall, and it's in great condition. No chips, no cracks, no crazing. Just all good all around. So if anyone's interested, $8 frog mug. Thank you, Kim. Frog mug comes to you as long as there are no other claims that come in quickly. Oh, there it is. So we're going to go ahead and start a countdown. There are 2 claims on the frog mug right now. So Kim has the highest bid right now at 8. So we're looking for 9 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Hello, Q Fluff.
That's nice.
Krista.
Anna's in at 10. Kim is back in at 13. There's the bid end. Congratulations, Kim. This is yours for 13. And that's all I have, Jason.
All right. And I just had my shakers. So if you guys love some mid-century gazelles, these are made by Thames. Again, like I said earlier, they usually come up with some kind of damage. So they're just $10 on the shakers. If anybody's interested, all you have to do is put $10 shakers. They have their original corks. There are no chips, no damage. If you guys love mod 1950s, if you love mid-century 60s, or if you love deco 30s, they fit all those decors. All right. Well, hold on. We're going to do a quick countdown. So I got cheesecake in at 10. I have less in at 10. So we'll count them down, guys. If anyone's interested, you got to come in higher than 10. So let's go 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Cheesecake, you're in at 12. Thank you so much. So we're just looking for 13 or more, or the bid end. And guys, you can use just in case during the recap if you're interested. And there's the bid end. So cheesecake, they're coming to you for 12. Thank you so much. All right, let's get everybody back up here. Thank you guys so much. Man, we sold out, guys. All of us sold out. Thank you, everybody, so very much.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Reminder, you guys, Jason and I don't have a sale this Wednesday. We are taking this Wednesday off. I'm traveling to Springfield, Ohio, and Jason is doing some work at the shop. So there's no fantastic finds this week, but we will be back next Wednesday, the 24th. It's my birthday bash, so we have some fun stuff planned for that sale. So that is when we will be back.
But if I can just bring it up real quick, between now and the first sale in June, we're asking everybody during the Fantastic Find sales on Wednesdays, please, gang, send us some of your fantastic finds. Here's the email that myself and Amie put together. It is sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. We're asking you to send us a picture of anything that you found that you think is a fantastic find, whether it be something you found at a flea market, an antique store, purchased from a live seller, or if you just want to spotlight your collection. We would love to take a few minutes after each sale on a Wednesday and spotlight some people, bring it up for chat so we can all it'll be your chance to be on YouTube. It gives you a chance to have your items up here, other people to see, other ones to discuss. If we get enough interest in it, we might even do a little pop-up show over on Amy's channel discussing everybody's fantastic finds. And I know me and Amie would really love to do that. Yes. So please bombard that email, that box.
Spam that email with your good vintage finds.
Absolutely. And we're going to curate it, get it all together. So you have like the next 2 weeks to just keep hitting us with emails and we'll hold on to it. And first come, first serve. And like I said, if we get an overabundance, then we'll move it on and we'll do a little show. So everybody, We want to thank everybody who helped us tonight, all of our mods. Karen Gillette, thank you so much. Please follow her husband, Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings, if someone could drop his link in there. Holly, always thank you so much for being such a great cheerleader for all of us and dropping all of our links in. And anybody else who helped us, including Deanna, who helped me see the difference in the shakers for the holes. We missed that, and thank you. We're happy to have you back. And everybody, thank you so much. So, Bill, when are you going to be back?
So my next sale is Saturday this week. Jason and I are part of a marathon over on Instagram called the Holiday Hoopla, and I will be in the 6 to 7 o'clock hour, and I have some amazing bundles and mysteries during my 1 hour sale. So if you want to stock up on a bunch of vintage holiday items, I got you covered. So check us out. That's Eastern time on Instagram. I'm at 6 o'clock.
And I'll be on at 7 o'clock, and I'll be sharing. You'll be with Paul's Rusty Gold, right?
I'll be with Ashley, Paul's Rusty Gold. Yep.
And then I will be on after Bill at 7, and I will be with Laura of Pinwheel Vintage. I will drop all that information in the community tab over here on YouTube. With that said, please make sure you're following all three of us over on Instagram. That's where you get to see a little more real time of what we're doing and what's going on. We also promote a little bit more over there. So all of the links to our Instagrams are in the description down below. Please make sure you're following Enamor Amie, her channels here on YouTube. That link is down below, along with Garden Guy Bill. His link is down below. And if you could give me a follow, we'd greatly appreciate it. They covered everything. No sale this Wednesday for Fantastic Finds. I will do the pop-up over on YouTube at 7 p.m. Also, gang, if you guys are familiar with podcasts, there's a podcast called Get Thrifty. It is sponsored by the ARC Thrift Stores of Colorado. The lovely Maggie is the host of the podcast. I had the pleasure of being interviewed by her about a month ago. So my podcast drops tomorrow. So I don't have the exact time, but anywhere you listen to podcasts, all you have to do is literally Google Get Thrifty. It will come up. I will have the links in the promo on my Instagram and whatever I can add to the community tab. So please, if you don't mind, give that a listen. You'll get to know me a little bit more, and it's a fun podcast. Gang, thank you so much. We appreciate you all so much, guys. It was a great sale. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Amie, as always. We'll end on the note that I always try to end on. Please, gang, consider becoming an organ donor. It is the gift of life. It is very simple. Next time you renew your driver's license, you can go on the DMV right now as soon as we're done tonight. You can update it, and then when they issue your new license, it will say organ donor on it. There are some people in the community right now that are in need. There will be some that we know of, and it's just a way to kind of pay it forward. So it's a gift of life. So with that said, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you back here next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern for Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. It'll be me, Bill, and Rochelle of Uniquely Rochelle's. Then, gang, stay tuned because we got a special guest coming back. We'll drop those promos as it gets closer. So we got some epic Mondays coming your way, guys. Thank you all for hanging with us. Have a great week. Amie, travel safe. Find lots of goodies out there.
I will, definitely, always.
All right. And follow us on Instagram so you see what she finds. Okay, guys. Have a good night. Bill's hungry. We're getting out of here.